All right. How y'all doing this wonderful Tuesday morning? The best ever. I'll tell you what. Oh my goodness gracious me. Look at all the wonderful people that are here for me to see. Hello, 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 and welcome to the stream on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Beautiful more so than normal. You all know why. I heard y'all talking about it in the chat. I know what's up. But just in case you missed it, that's going to be our top story today is the arrest of DMA and Sweet Tea and the subsequent altercation at the Sheridan City Hall meeting. But first, let's say hello to my little friends. Hey, what's up, Cliff Hickson? Good day, good to see you. Zerzu Zyquin, we was gonna. I want to show some of your stuff today too. I kiss. God bless, hon. I hope you do well and everything goes perfect in the surgery and you get the best care you possibly can. Um, Prayers, love, and everything for you always. Pack, what's up? Howdy, y'all. Is that a thing in Australia, or you just got that from American culture? Howdy. Little Chihuahua, big world. What's up? Good to see you. News Now enemy in the house. What's up, News Now? Um, Brian Showman, what's up? Back. Uh, Zuzu, let's see who else. Let's see who else. Cliff Hickson, yes. Salacious in the house. Gotta love Salacious. My wonderful producer. Beautiful and awesome. Salacious is the best. No doubt about it. P Bonds the second is in the house. What's up, P Bonds number 2? What's up with you? How's it going? All right. Let's see. Peck, Salacious, Little Chihuahua. Lord KJW's in the house. What's up, Lord? Good to see you again. As always, every morning. So wonderful. I got the best fans. Julie Weaver, what's up? Hello. Good to see you again. As always, I've noticed some people have discovered that I put some new emojis up last night. Um, I'm glad to see you guys are discovering that. Let's see. What do we got? Lord KJW News Now, Salacious, Little Chihuahua, Julie Weaver, Pete Barnes. Let's see who else is here. Who else? Who else? Who else is here? Who else? Who else? I wonder who else is here. Is here? I wonder who else is here. Ooh, day Nancy Marshall, what's up? Good to see ya. Great to have you here, as always. Um, let's see, Pete Barnes, Salacious, Surzu, Cliff, Stan Hankins, what's up? Good to see you. Why are frauditors so stupid? Because it's backfiring. See, the idea was the big government conspiracy was that they were going to keep us stupid on purpose so that, you know, we would just go to work and do what we're told and not ask any questions. But it backfired. And instead, you got all these idiots walking around doing this stuff. Like, no, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to get a job. I saw something the other day, actually. I thought like, I was sad that it didn't have to do with frauditors because I would have used it, but it had to do with OnlyFans. Some girl put a thing that said, "Okay, I've decided I'm going to do OnlyFans. What would you guys like to see?" And the first response was some dude saying, "I'd like to see you filling out job applications." Like, oh, that's what we'd love to see frauditors doing. Walking into these buildings asking for job applications instead of trying to harass and bother people. Oh, Nancy P. Barnes, Salacious, Stan Hankins, Zuzu Zequin, P. Barnes, Texas Tim in the house. What's up, Texas? Good to see you, buddy. All right, all right, all right. Salacious, let's see, Little Chihuahua, Pack. Oh man, I love you guys. Uh, I won't just get Nescafe again. Good morning and big hugs from Vestige of Peace. Hello, thank you, thank you. Great to see you. Um, you know what's funny? Yesterday, I was talking to somebody, and they were like, "Do any women watch your show?" I'm like, "A ton." I got a lot of female fans. It's actually pretty cool. I got a good balance, you know, men, women, just people in general, man. We all my fans are people who understand intelligence and like to laugh at stupidity. That's what it comes down to. Julie Weaver, Folgers is good. I'm one of these people. I believe in like, you know, like in that episode of Seinfeld, like I've always had that sort of philosophy, like you should always have instant coffee in your house because you never know. And, you know, in a pinch, you know, you take some hot water, you put some of that in there, and boom, you got coffee. No problem. It doesn't spoil, you know, just sits there. It's all good. Dehydrated coffee. Raise your cup of Joe for a toast. Okay, everybody. Like Joe Palmetto always says, it tastes better when we drink together. Here, have a sip of your coffee. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. All right, all right, all right. It didn't work. It still tastes like shit. No. No, that's good coffee. I didn't spice it up enough. Um, let's see. News Now enemies. Here's Hezokuai. News Now. Julie Weaver. Let's see. Little trouble. Internet gods in the house. What's up? Good to see you. Um, let's see. Stan Vestige of Peace. Terry Bonds. What's up? Good morning. Rise and shine with Hezokuai. You know it. Always. Um, let's see. Northern Norfolk Southern Pokey District. Yes. I'm gonna start calling you NSPD. There you go, NSPD. That'll work. Morning, everyone in the chat. There's a guy that was hilarious that DMA and Sweet Tea got arrested. That's gonna be the first story I'm gonna get into this morning. It's gonna be great. Um, Lots of good stuff. And look at this, we already got a super chat. All right. Yes, yes, yes. $2 Australian from Peck. Thank you very much, Peck. And you are once again added into this month's raffle. Yay, Peck! Beautiful, beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Love to see the support. You guys are the best. Um, Vestige of Peace can't see you. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, maybe someday in the future. Adela, what's up? Good morning, all from freezing Rochester, New Hampshire. Oh my goodness gracious me, man. Yeah, you guys are getting blasted. I've been hearing all over the news, man. I'm not feeling. Oh, I'm telling you, I keep hearing stories about all the snow. And if you don't know, I've said this a few times before, and I talked about it a lot yesterday. I'm from Chicago, and I lived in Wisconsin for a while. I know all about bad snow, so believe me, I do not envy you having to deal with that. I love the good snow because it's pretty, But I always say, like, I actually appreciate if you get like half an inch of snow, and that's it. I actually appreciate the exercise of like shoveling that snow. Like, I like that. It's a good workout. But once it starts getting like a foot, foot and a half, 2 feet deep, that's just drudgery, man. And then it gets all nasty and dirty when the cars are driving through, and it's just a mess. It's fun for like 5 minutes, maybe on Christmas Eve. About it. Um, oh boy. Well, anyway, welcome to the show. Great to see you. Great to have you here. Um, yeah. All right, all right, all right. Let's see what else we got. Salacious Cliffixon, Vestige of Peace, Billy Yank. Am I detained or am I free to go? You are detained, sir. That's right. P. Barnes, Internet God Pack, Julie Weaver, Salacious. Who else? Who else? Did I miss anybody? Let's see. Night Wolf, what's up, Night Wolf? Good to see ya. How you doing? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that's awesome. I love your little avatar. I keep forgetting to do it. See, I've noticed that if I need a second to think of a word, instead of doing all the I just do this, and usually by the time it's over, I got the word back in my head. So that's perfect. Um, oh, there we go. There's News Now Enemy with the full list of all my new emojis. Very proud of them all. Um, Great to see so many people here. We're starting to see more and more new faces popping up every day. Love it, love it, love it. Welcome to the family. We're the Rash crew. We rise and shine with Hezokuai Rash, and we grow on the Frauditors like a rash. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. All right. All right. And in case you didn't know, Judy Johansson's in the house. That painting right there on the wall was painted by Judy Johansson. Um, Big fan, big supporter of the channel. She gave me that painting for Christmas this year, as well as I got Salacious is in the house. She made this voodoo doll, this Frauditor voodoo doll for me, custom made. It's got the got the handcuffs, the untied shoes because they're too dumb to tie their own shoes, tiny black little heart, the fake press badge. He's got the gimbal with the camera. He's got the rotten teeth. And the necklace he's wearing, the purple and green necklace, was handmade by my fan, Leland Squirrels. So I got the best damn fans in the world, dag nabbit. They keep giving me free gifts and making stuff custom for me and more stuff that I could give away in my raffles every month. And again, if you don't know about the raffles, also I made these cards. Well, first of all, I wrote a book. I wrote a book called the Frauditors Handbook. It's a comedy book making fun of frauditors. And then I invented a card game where you could pit your frauditors against your anti-frauditors. There's the Blue Bear card, and there's Tones Overthinks It card. There's Direct D card. You see that, and they're all, there's 110 cards in total. 55 good guy cards, 55 bad guy cards. And this month's raffle, the grand prize is a full set of all 110 cards and a copy of my book. And to enter the raffle, all you got to do is donate any amount to the channel in any way, whether it's a super chat, super sticker, whatever, PayPal, don't matter, membership, any amount, your name will be entered. And in April, the first week of April, I'll have a drawing and we'll pick who's going to win this month's raffle. All right, so let's see, who do we got? We got Adela, Terry Barnes, little KGW, anybody missing. Let's see, let's go ahead. Okay, Joshua Lee's in the house. What's up, Joshua? Good to see you. Jimbo, what's up? Joshua Lee, Ray W. Yes, what? Oh, P. Barnes just got out of the hospital. Oh, wow. Oh, you just got out of the hospital. Oh, I hope you're feeling well. Oh my goodness, you're coming out and iKiss is going in. Oh my goodness. Um, no, don't send people Vegemite. No one will ever talk to you again. You'll lose whatever little bit of friends you had. Um, oh no, the autofocus. All right, so look, here's the deal. What I should do when I'm going to show the cards is I should do this. Um, that way. Okay, now we could see them. Like, there's the Kim Blandino card, and there's the Script Cat card. Uh, there's a Glenn Serio card. This is the common idiot Glenn Serio card with the power of sweep the leg. Flip a coin. If heads, Glenn misses the attack. If tails, Glenn actually manages to injure himself. And this is the super necessary idiot card. Playing this card gives your team the ability to grift. Other team members discard one random card. And this is another chili. This is the transparency card, the utility card. Playing the transparency card gives your team an advantage of the Orwellian surveillance state. The other player must show you their cards. Yep. Yeah, those are the bad guys. There's so many of them. Like I said, I got 110 cards total. Uh, Blue Bear card. I like this one because his power is he's a cop. Shut your mouth, idiot. He knows you don't. That's Sergeant Blue Bear. There's a bunch. Like I said, I got 110 of them total. And yeah, whenever I'm trying to do something to focus on something close, I have to switch cameras. Is what I need to do. I just got to keep remembering to do it. So anyway, thank you, Vestige, for reminding me. Ray W. Let's see, Jimbo. Yeah, she's got surgery today, so she's all right. But it's a scheduled surgery and everything. But we're all praying for her and hoping that the surgery goes well and that there aren't any issues. Let's see. A neighbor around the corner from us plows our driveway, so we got lucky. Oh, that's awesome. That's often you're awesome. Your neighbor plows your driveway for you. Beautiful. That's great. Um, yeah, that's always cool when you get that. I used to have when I was in Wisconsin, I lived literally right across the street from a bar, and the owner sometimes when he would plow his parking lot because he plowed it himself, he would just go ahead and hit our property too, just because just to be nice, which was always really cool when he would do that. Um, all right, Dave Perillo Jr. is here. What's up? Good to see ya. Believe it or not. Or if I was to introduce you properly, ladies and gentlemen, Dave Perillo Jr. is in the house. All right. Scott Ammo, what's up? Whoops, it was me silenced. Oh no. Uh, Nikki Smallboy, what's up? Elweed Skador, what's up? LaDonna Rogers, what's up? Oh, so many great people. I love my morning crew. Oh, yes, yes, yes. You guys are the best. Inside only. That's right. Need some drink for that rash. With a rash on the damn Frauditors behind. Is there some Zach Queen? Yep. All right. I think I'm pretty much caught up with all you guys for the moment. Um, thank you, everyone, for being here once again. Love you guys so much. Love our morning streams. Love to go over everything with you and have fun making fun of these frauditors. Before we get on with the show, I got some news for you. Breaking news. So, for those of you who don't know, and even for those of you who know, you need to hear this. Every Saturday, I'm calling it. I'm thinking for now. I'm going to call it the Hez and FNN show. Hez for Hezokuai FFN Frauditor News Network. Hez and FFN show. Hez and FFN present. Because in that way, it could. Because I like the snafu thing, and I might still use it in there somewhere. But I like the idea because it's a different guest every week. The name of the show every week will be Hez and FFN present. The name of the guest. So this week's guest is Tones Overthinks It. And next week's get next and there's some companies you got dango. Nagamun in Chakombo Dangago. This week's guest is Tones Overthinks It. And next week's guest is going to be the one and only Frauditors Exposed Mark Stout. But guess what? April Fool's Day, Saturday, April 1st. We finally have some of our guests for April confirmed. On the 1st is going to be Blackheart Night. Yes, the one and only Blackheart Night is going to be with us. It's going to join me and Frauditor News Network on Saturday, April 1st. And then on April 8th, Big Wes is going to be on the show. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to talk to Big Wes Audits, see what it was like to be a frauditor turned into an anti-frauditor. And we're going to have a good time with him. And then on the 15th of April, we're going to have Frauditor Reaper. That's amazing. We got so many guests lined up, and I got a lot more on deck. But I haven't finalized all the dates yet. So, I don't want to make any 100% announcements until we got it all finalized. But that's what we got finalized as of now. Sam I Am is in the house. What's up, Sam I Am? Good to see you. So, yeah, we're getting booked up all the way through April. We're going to start booking for May pretty soon. So the Saturday show's looking really, really, really good. So we got that to look forward to as always. Now to begin the show proper. Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure most of you have heard by now that last night on the live, DMA and Sweet Tea went once again, like they do every 2 weeks, to the Sheridan City Hall meeting. And were immediately arrested. Oh, yes, yes, yes. It was a beautiful thing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, let's watch the arrest. This is Frauditor Trolls coverage of it. But then for the aftermath, I'm actually going to show Cache Valley Transparency's footage because Regan's footage it looks like she filmed it on a potato cam. It's horrible. So I'm gonna go with Cache Valley's. It's the same thing, just from a different angle and with a better camera. But the actual arrest itself, I'm gonna show Troll's coverage of that. So here's the arrest of DMA and Sweet Tea from last night. Good stuff.
Everybody. In this video, I will just share a quick clip of DMA and Sweat Tea getting arrested. It turns out they had warrants and they got picked up when they were at the City Hall of Sheridan. Now, at the moment, I don't know what they have been arrested for. Most likely, it was for that incident at the speed trap last week. They were going ham. They were harassing the woman. That is probably why they're getting arrested. With that being said, enjoy the video.
Which you want to still? Can you tell me what I need?
What's the warrant for, Mitchell?
For what?
It takes all years for this. What the
Are you gonna take your stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna take your stuff. Leave your stuff there. What the fuck are you doing?
Just a moment. James, are you able to get our stuff?
She's got your stuff, let's go.
Can I get rid of my keys?
What the for you too? What the is the warrant for? Wait, they're not gonna tell you what the warrant's for?
We'll explain that in a minute.
Can I get rid of my keys?
God damn you morons.
Step back.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Watch
sir.
behind you on your phone.
Oh my God, you guys are so dramatic. Holy fuck.
Nothing but tyrants, guys. It's super tyrannical. Super tyrannical, guys.
Watch your back, yeah, watch your back. Oh my God, watch your back. Holy shit. Holy shit, watch your back.
Stealing your soul on my camera.
Stealing my soul with your camera.
Hey, we got it,
It's unnecessary use of force there, officer.
Oh, yeah.
Unnecessary use of force. Cowards, cowards. Jesus Christ. 8 cops.
Wow.
Don't ever become a cop, guys.
Wow. Wow. Holy shit. I didn't realize they were taking him too. I thought it was just her. Hey, they just arrested. No clue. They came out here, the whole fucking force, and arrested them, said they had a warrant.
So there you have it. That was pretty short and sweet. And DMA and Sweat Tea are on their way to jail. Karen is going to try to bail them out. That's what she said. She was going to start a live stream. So thanks so much for watching. As we get more information, you best believe that I will bring it to you. Now, there's only one thing that's for sure, is that becoming a frauditor is probably the worst thing you can do for your life.
Yep.
It will most definitely ruin it, and eventually you will have case after case on your record, and eventually you'll spend some time in jail. And that's what DMA is probably realizing right now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you on the next video.
Yes. Becoming a professional frauditor is definitely not a good career choice. If you want to maintain not a criminal record. But in the meantime, while we were watching that, we had a couple people show up. We got Joshua Lee in the house. What's up, Joshua? We got Roisin back. What's up, Roisin? Good to see ya. Who else? Christopher O'Connor's here. What's up? Sam I am. What's up? Yeah, we're just going over the arrest yesterday. That'd be nice if Regan got arrested. That was about the speed trap. Yeah, see, this is the thing, Vestige. Regan is going out of her way because from what I understand, she's still on parole. So she's going out of her way not to do anything that could get her arrested. But I don't know. But I do know that Pet gifted memberships. Yes. Thank you, Peck. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. once again, Peck is going to be entered into this month's raffle. Anyone, and again, you can be entered more than once. So anyone who donates to the channel for any amount is automatically entered to win a deck of the cards. Dino's here. What's up, Dino? Welcome. Good to see you. Yes, thanks for the membership. Yes, I just added a bunch of new emojis yesterday as well. So if you guys want to experiment with those, I got the little Bitmoji of me. I got the name Hez on there. What else did I put in there? Something. Oh, Perry the Platypus. Yes. The hat and the platypus himself. Anyway, so that was the arrest. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is what happened directly after. Now, again, Regan was filming, and as soon as they got arrested, she went crying to Cache Valley Transparency. Oh, they arrested poor, helpless DMA and Sweet Tea. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it correctly. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Let me do this right.
Oh, they arrested DMA! Oh, they arrested Sweet Tea! Oh, no! Those tyrants! Those horrible, evil, rotten, no, good, terrible tyrants!
Hello, Script Cat. Welcome. Great to see you. Always great to see Script Cat. Script Cat was one of my guests on the FFN and has a Frauditor News Network show a few weeks ago. Give a round of applause for Script Cat. Yes. Great supporter of the channel. We love Script Cat. And ladies and gentlemen, our resident Deep Purple fan is given $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Thank you. And that is for an entry for Kim Crawford into the drawing for this month. So Kim is now on the list. All right. I think she had an entry before, so now she has another one. All right. Beautiful. I love you guys. Love your support. I couldn't do it without you. Awesome. Anyway, so she goes crying to Cache Valley Transparency that DMA and Sweet Tea got arrested. So he eventually shows up. So he shows up in the middle of the chaos because for those of you who've been following the whole Sheridan saga, the citizens of Sheridan, and this is what I love because these guys always try to make it sound like we the people are fighting for our rights. No, we the people are fighting against you idiots. They don't want you there. They're sick and tired of looking at your stupid faces and listening to Regan's stupid voice. So there's a pushback from the community against these morons. So when Cache Valley shows up, it's right as the situation's starting to escalate because after the two got arrested, Regan was and whoever there was some other frauditor she was with. I don't remember. I don't know who it is, but so they're hanging out there, crying about what happened, and eventually they get into an argument with the people. Cache Valley shows up. Cache Valley shows up right as the argument is getting heated. So we're not going to miss anything. But like I said before, I'm using his footage because her footage looks like she was filming it on a potato cam. It's horrible, low quality image. So we're going to look at his footage of the argument and the subsequent aftermath of what happened from the arrest. All right. Let's check it out. All right. So let's see. Let's get this on the screen here. Where is it? Yep, here we go. Enjoy the show. This guy's so stupid. All of these anyone who chooses this as their life is an idiot. I mean, why would you go out of your way to dedicate yourself to something that guarantees you're going to have a criminal record when you're done? And then when this whole frauditing thing finally gets squashed once and for all, they're all going to have criminal records. Then they're all going to try to get real jobs. And they're going to, well, you got arrested 52 times. What the hell is that about? Oh, well, I thought the prank channel on YouTube, man. Ain't gonna go far.
Okay, look, try to push me out of the way. Try to push me out of the way.
No, you said you four persons were there.
This is where the
There was
line was.
actually 6 of us.
You
Two of us got
said
arrested.
there was 40 people on that chair, there was nobody else here.
Look at this shit show. The shit show of Sheridan. What's up, John?
Bullshit.
Well, the security officer
That's what you like to eat. Go ahead.
can tell us
That's what you like to eat.
that we were here first and I had to go
And
in.
that gentleman right there can tell you I was one of the first people that were here.
Was he?
What I remember, this guy here, and then you got here before the
There you go.
I was before him.
And I was with him,
Yeah,
right?
you were up there.
Shit show of Sheridan.
Let's let him talk.
I'm David.
Can you
I don't know who you are, man.
Can you point
I'm
to the first maybe 5
I'm a
minutes?
rights activist.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Nice to meet you, man.
What's
Okay. My name's Randy, but I go by Cash.
Cash, okay.
Yeah.
Order with the line of.
I came here for DMA.
Yeah, me too. I had the same problem in Broomfield, right? I had the same problem up in Broomfield.
Notice how the police are protecting the frauditors from the general public. How many times do we have to see that happen before the message gets around that these idiots are wrong to their followers? I mean, like, how many times do they have to post a video of the cops saving their lives from we the people before their fans realize that these guys are idiots and that the cops are saving their ass? The only reason they're not taking a beating right now, Regan, oh, well, she's a woman. Yeah, well, look at all the women around here that are screaming at her, and it's going to get worse. Watch.
The station said no filming. I went to the city council, told them about it, and they took it down. They took the sign down. Why can't they do the same shit here? Because these people are fucking tyrants. Those dumbasses always got a smirk on his face.
Oh, I know. Jim from earlier when you weren't here. I can still love it. On Monday.
That's the dude. I didn't notice this last night when I was watching this live. That's the dude that was cam backing them. Right there. That's the dude that was cam backing them the other day. You guys remember that one? That was awesome. For those of you who didn't see it, there was a video the other day where Regan and DMA and Sweet Tea were auditing the traffic, radar, speed enforced radar thing. And this dude was standing there filming them, didn't say a word, just stood there and filmed them. And they lost their damn minds. They absolutely went completely insane. Like, oh my God, he's filming us. Why would someone film us? They're accusing him of breaking the law by filming them. They're accusing him of harassment for filming them. Literally, he was standing there. He didn't even speak a word. Not one word came out of his mouth. He just stood there peacefully, silently expressing his First Amendment right to film, and Regan and Sweetie and DMA couldn't stand it. It drove them insane. That's the guy. That's the guy who was doing the cam back. Yes, I didn't notice that was him yesterday when this was live and I was watching it.
On Monday.
I wanted to get here a little bit earlier,
And you left.
and I guess I missed.
Even this
That's crazy.
When I walked in.
I came down because she texted me.
We wherever we want to be. We have Let him be here.
Why are you stepping into him?
Shut
Shut the fuck up!
Hey, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, what's up?
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Put your foot down. When you talk to a woman like that, you're a boy. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, watch out.
Mr. Green Jeans here. How come you weren't saying it to Mr. Green Jeans when he was getting a rigging space? Because you don't care. Because you're really not a man. You're a piece of shit.
You're talking to me again? You're the one that's hiding behind that little fake name of yours? That's all you do.
What's your address?
You know what? That's all you
Your
do.
name and address.
My name's John Dale. You can find me anywhere you want.
Notice, like I say, how as soon as it started to really get heated, the cops stepped in and saved the frauditors, like I just said, right? Let's watch that one more time just to make sure that I'm not lying. All right? Because they're going to say these cops were evil, horrible tyrants, so they handled the situation wrong. Now watch the tyrants save the frauditors.
Let him be here.
Why are you stepping into him? Shut the fuck up!
Hey, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, what's up?
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Put your foot down. When you talk to a woman like that, you're a boy. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, watch out.
Mr. Green Jeans here. How come you weren't saying it to Mr. Green Jeans when he was getting a rigging space? Because you don't care. Because you're really not a man. You're a piece of shit.
You're talking to me again? You're the one that's hiding behind that little fake name of yours? That's all you do.
What's your
You know
address?
what? That's all you
What I
do.
always thought would be
My name's
cool
John Dale. You
is
can
just
find me
to take
anywhere
all
you
the
want.
frauditors, all the sovereign citizens, and all the Moors,
You want me
and
to
just
tell
put
me
them on an
your
island
address?
together and
You
just
want
let
to
them
tell me
hash
your-
it out
I'll meet you
and
wherever
figure
you
out what they
want.
could do.
Best believe
And all the
that.
free inhabitants of the
Best
land.
believe that. I'm from the hood.
Yeah.
Best believe that.
Like you.
Believe that. Woo! Stupid ass.
Now, in your opinion, as intelligent human beings, because you're here, so you must be smart, smarter than these guys. In your opinion, would he say to someone who's getting in his face, making fun of him, mocking him, yo, I'm from the hood, what's up, if the cops weren't there to immediately stop him from getting his head busted open by this dude? Like, do you think that he'd have those balls to say that and to act that way and to mock him like that if the cops weren't there jumping in to save his ass? Oh, scumbags. These guys are scumbags. The frauditors are the tyrants. They are. They're thugs. They're like a gang of thugs. They really are. I was talking about this last week, and I went on this. In fact, I got a new video coming out soon because I do my, like, every couple of weeks I take bits and pieces of my live streams and cut these videos called Hezokuai rants, and I got a couple new ones coming out. And I went off on this thing, and I went off on this big tangent because Rogue Nation was in the chat, and I was trying to give him a hard time or whatever. But it really is true. I've thought about it, and it's like the idea of I'm going to film you. And then I say, please don't film me. So because I say that, you're going to film me more. So now you are going against my will. Your will to film me is going against my will not to be filmed. Well, the camera isn't dangerous. Yeah, but that's not the point. If I ask you not to film me, but you continue to do so because I asked you not to, now you specifically are purposely going out of your way to do something against my will. So what about my rights? Well, you don't have an expectation of privacy in public. Okay, but you are forcing your will upon me? Who's the tyrant? When you film me after a specific, and I'm not talking about city workers, I'm talking about even just people on the street, just the customers in the places. They say, don't film me. That makes them film more. So now you're the tyrant because you are exercising your will against my will and forcing me to react against my own will. Like, they're the tyrants, they're the gang, they're the bullies. Oh, especially Regan Benson. They're the bullies. Everything that they accuse the cops of being are what they are. That's the irony of the insanity of it. Everything that they always accuse everyone else of doing is exactly what they do every time. It's absolutely insane.
Keep walking, dumbass. Keep walking, dumbass. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, dumbass. You have a First Amendment right of free speech, dumbass. Fuck off. Go fuck off. Go home and beat your wife. Right? Is that what you do? You go home and beat your wife, kick your dog? Oh, yeah. I'm sure you do, man. You are just like all these fucking tyrants.
Unique person, I can't believe you think you can get away with talking like that. Hey, how's it going? You fucked the mayor. I did. Good job. I did because she deserves it. Because she's a tyrant too. She's a
walk away, dumbass.
Oh, nobody deserves it. Cry for it. Cry for it.
Motherfuckers.
Do you see how wonderful these people are and why they deserve our support and respect for standing up for our rights? Because they're such good people.
Got me?
See all the support and love they get from the town of Sheridan. The citizens of Sheridan hate these guys.
Is that what you want? Is that what you came over for? Is that what you came over for? Right?
He likes it that way. He likes it that way. He'll spend his time in prison. I'm not the one bending over, dude. That's you, bro. That's all you, bro. That's all you. That's all you. Hey, wait a second.
Keep an eye on that guy. We got a tyrant over here. How we doing, officer? Pretty good, man. Just come to hang out. Yeah? Sergeant? How long have you been an officer, Sergeant?
Long time.
Long time? How long is that? Just here in Sheridan or other places? Just here in Sheridan or other places? Don't answer questions, man.
Oh, burn. Hello, Josiah Albert. Welcome. Good to see you. I'm going to turn the volume down here and kind of narrate over this for a while, because basically what happens now is the town hall meeting is open. They all go in there.
Keep it peaceful.
The members of the city council go through their normal spiel that they always do at the beginning of every meeting. And then ultimately, when it comes time for they talk some trash to some of the council members. Let's see if we could hear some of that.
Wow. Do you need a tissue? Do you need a tissue? You go home and have your girlfriend change your diaper for you? No. Seems like it.
It's just the way that you're coming across. If it's like you want to be treated that way, it's not good.
Why would you treat people the way your city council and your police officers treat people? Really? Maybe you should open your eyes. Go get your eyes checked, man. Go get your eyes checked. way you do.
That's fine. And guess what? I got things changed in somewhere else in this city. Not in this city, but in this area. By the way I do things.
You're not an identified person.
Yeah, I don't care. And I have a fourth. Do I not have a Fourth Amendment right?
You have all.
All right. All right. So then allow us to exercise those rights.
These people came.
I'm happy the mayor showed up today.
Not imposing those on other people. All right.
Imposing what?
You have your rights, every ability that everyone else does.
Uh-huh.
You choose to force your rights on other people.
I'm not forcing my rights.
Oh, dude.
How am I forcing my rights? You don't even know who I am.
All I know is who you've shown me, and I don't like you. I'm sorry.
You don't like me? You don't even know who I
I'm a
am.
human being, the way that you have acted towards me. I'm sorry. It's your choice, buddy.
My choice to what?
See a prick.
To act like an asshole.
Is it illegal to act like an asshole?
I look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, I'll bet you have.
I want to find out who spoke to you and what you were thinking. It's so bad. Who did this to you?
No, I know, but do we not have free speech?
Yes, you're free.
Okay, so then what's the problem?
Bro,
So then what's the problem?
you calling me names
Is that okay? Why is that not okay? It's not okay to call you a name?
because you can't control.
I have a First Amendment right to say that.
It's all right.
Okay, so call me a dumbass back.
I don't necessarily need to call you a dumbass.
Call me a dumbass back.
Doing it with your actions.
You're a dumbass.
Nope, I'm not. I'm an elected official.
That means you're a
I'm
dumbass.
a smart guy.
You're a smart guy. I'm a smart guy. Yeah,
I'm just
right?
It's
Thanks,
what I'm
Mayor.
hearing. It's what
Thanks,
I'm hearing.
Mayor.
It's what I do.
Thanks, Mayor.
You're probably a smart guy. You
I'm
probably
more
have
intelligent
some-
by you by far. I guarantee
Well,
it.
I don't think it's
I
I'm not
guarantee
swinging-
it.
I'm not swinging my intelligence around, bro. Why don't you just have a seat, say your piece when you get a chance, and try to be decent?
Why don't you try to be decent to people? So then why did you do everything that you have done?
Everything being, name it. Give me a list. Give me a list.
It's all on video, man. I don't need to give you a list. It's all been recorded.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
I know, because you don't have the intelligence. You don't have the intelligence. You don't have the intelligence. You don't have the intelligence.
Okay. Okay. So there's a lot to unpack there. Who's stupid? Okay. And by the way, I forgot to tell you guys that I got a $5 super chat from Joshua Lee. Hey, Frauditor, let me in on a little secret. Your words and actions have consequences. Shocker, I know. Thank you so much for the $5, Joshua Lee. And I'll definitely get your name once again added into this month's raffle. All right. Yeah, for Joshua. Anyway, there's a lot to unpack what this idiot is saying. And if that little piece of dialogue right there, like, what more could anyone possibly need to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that we're right and that these douche canoes, butter brain douche canoes, are absolutely and completely wrong? Well, I have the right to say what I want. Okay. So why do you choose to say mean things? Well, I legally can. Okay, but you're making the choice to say mean things, to call people names. Why? Well, you call me names back. He didn't say it, but he's better than that. He doesn't run around calling people names because he's a decent human being. So he wouldn't do that. That's why he chooses not to. Plus the fact that if he did, you'd cry and whine and say, a city official called me names, now I'm going to sue him. Right? What about his First Amendment right to say what he wants? Nope. Because if he did, you'd try to have him fired or sued. It's exactly what he would do. And then when he says, no, I treat you like this because of the things you've done. Name one thing I've done. What? You're stupid. You're dumb. Name one thing that I've done that I deserve for you to treat me the way you're treating me. Well, you're stupid and you're dumb and you're dumb and stupid and dumb. Name one thing that I've ever done that I deserve for you to be treating me this way. Well, every week they videotape these meetings, man. Every 2 weeks they videotape them, so they tape everything and they have it all on tape. What do they have on tape? Name one thing. You're stupid. How can anyone take any argument that any of these douche canoes make seriously? There is no argument. You're stupid. How is that an argument? You did things. What did I do? Well, I don't know, but they were things that you did because you did this. How about you just tell it like it is? Guess what? A whole bunch of us found out that you could get paid on YouTube for being a professional asshole. So we've decided to become professional assholes.
To be able to understand what you have done is wrong. You don't have the intelligence.
Bro, just go sit down, please. Does anybody have a minute for this guy? Go sit down, please. You know what that can be?
Is that okay?
That can be considered. What are you coughing on me, bro?
I'm not coughing.
What's your problem? Why don't you give me some space?
I got you. You got plenty of space here, man.
I felt your breath against me. I smelled it way before you blew on me, homie. Go sit down.
Why are you yelling?
Because you just.
This is how the city council acts in the city? You're yelling at a citizen?
Because you just blew in my face.
You told me I had bad breath, so I was making sure I didn't have bad breath.
You're an idiot.
Is that okay?
You're an idiot, and I can't wait to find out your face. I'm going to come back.
Go ahead.
What did I just say? What did I just say? You have the First Amendment right to say whatever you want, buddy. Why don't you say something back? As soon as he does, whoa, a city council member, us treating a member of the public like this. Oh my goodness. He
hurt my feelings. A city council member hurt my feelings. Oh, I'm so sad. How dare he? How dare you use your First Amendment right, freedom of speech, to speak to me? I'm the Frauditor. I'm the only one with rights. Oh.
I'm sorry. Wow. That was wild, man. All right. Anyway, let's get back to the stupid.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
I don't need to do it now during city council. I know how to do things the right way.
You know how to do things the right way?
That's why you got kicked out of court.
I know, right? I do things the right way, but the judge throws me out of court.
That was an awesome display, Jay. It was awesome. Hilarious.
I can't believe that
The world
evidence
missed it.
that you guys
Keep getting mad.
Guys, I had nothing to do with that. I have nothing. You didn't belong there, you dumbass. You made such a fool of yourself.
Thank you so much.
You made
I just
such a
hope
damn
that
fool of yourself.
Shit's hilarious.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, I must also mention, once again, a very important aspect of this whole situation. In fact, probably more important than what any of these idiots are talking about. Yes, Peck gifted another membership. Thank you, Peck, so much. Love you, Peck, man. You're the best. Thank you so much for the support. As always. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna call that the voice of the screaming measles. That's right. The screaming measles. Hold on. Hey, what's up? Josiah saying good morning. Well, I like using the voice as this guy's voice though, because he is a frauditor. So here, let's see.
Listen, you city council member. No good stinking poo-poo caca face public servant. Bow down before the camera. The camera rules the world, and you do what I say because I said it, and how dare you act the way you do? I saw what you did.
What did I do?
You're stupid! You're dumb, you're an idiot, and I don't like you because I saw what you did!
Okay, what did I do?
Something! You did something! You sure did! Yeah, I know it because, I hang out with DMA and Regan and, they told me that you were, that they didn't like you. So I believe whatever they say because they have cameras and they film random stuff and they make a living off of pissing people off, just like me. Wait, what is this? A taser? Wait, no, don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, bro. Ah! 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 No, don't tase me, bro. Ah!
Anyway, that's what should have happened. But what actually happens is NCR News Network. What's up? So from this point, and Unclean Hands is in the house too. What's up, Unclean? Good to see you. So what actually ends up happening from this point is that the city council votes and decides not to have a public speaking part at all. Like at first they were going to vote it down from 30 minutes or 3 minutes per person to like a minute and a half per person. And then after talking about it and seeing what had been going on, they just decided to cut off the public speaking part completely. They're not even going to have it because they know we've seen it enough times over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. What would happen if they let them speak? They'd go up there and they'd swear at them and they'd yell at them and they'd call them names for 3 minutes and nothing would get accomplished. Then they'd bring up nothing of any consequence. They'd complain about DMA and Sweet Tea getting arrested. They'd complain about there being a speed limit. And so what? So there's no reason to even listen to what they have to say because you already know what they're going to say. They say the same thing every 2 weeks. So they just said, okay, no public comment section this week. Bye, everyone go home. And that was it. So I'm going to, because they sit there waiting for that announcement to be made for a long time, sitting through, like all the pre-meeting stuff up until they make that decision. So I'm going to fast forward to that point and show the aftermath of that.
The meeting.
Just to give you an idea what we do. This is an appointed volunteer body that offers opinions to the elected South Suburban Parks and Rec.
This is what a cult looks like, guys. Shut down public comments. I'm leaving. Is that okay? I'm leaving the meeting. Is that okay?
You're part of the Frauditor cult.
Bye, Jay.
See you soon. There are 7 to 9.
That's ridiculous. Look how easy it was for me in Broomfield to get stuff changed. Easy.
I thought I was going to be in shock by this city council. Oh my God. If you shut down public comment because they don't like you.
So guys, they just shut down public comments at the Sheridan City Council. They literally will not have any public comments at the Sheridan City Council tonight, which is absolutely ridiculous.
anybody soda? Just want to make sure. Is that the soda anybody?
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful night. Yeah, man. Just make sure no tyrants don't arrest me for no reason. Huh? Pizza? Oh, I don't know. That wasn't me, man. I literally just came down because I got a message that shit was going down and 2 people got arrested here, so I came down. The same problem in Broomfield. They had a sign outside the Broomfield police station that says you cannot record in the police station. I went to the city council meeting. I let the mayor and the city council know. 3 days later, that sign was taken down. Like, that's how easy that stuff should be. This city council, they're just bizarro. I never seen anything like this.
Why is it exactly? And I mean, I actually know the answer to this question. It's a rhetorical question. Most of my questions about these idiots are rhetorical questions because I already know the answers, okay? But Sam I Am, wait a minute. Sam I Am gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Sam I Am. And you are now once again added to this month's raffle. Yay! All right. Sam I am Sam. I do not like green eggs and ham. Do you like them on a truck? Do you like them wait. I didn't mean to do that. I was just oh, Leland, look, he's wearing it. Hold on, let me just switch to the other camera so I could get my autofocus. I didn't want to do that, but that's okay. Let's see. There we go. Look at this. Look, he's got it on, Leland. See? The necklace you made. Ladies and gentlemen, Leland Squirrels made me some wonderful, wonderful products, including this necklace that my doll is wearing that says Hezokuai. Yes. Oh, yes. I got the best fans in the world. Believe that. For reals, though. Or whatever the kids say these days. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, he did say bizarro world. See, okay, so here's the point I'm making, right? So these people seem to have this idea, this belief, and because Reagan Benson a couple weeks ago, well, I mean at this point, because it's every 2 weeks, so probably like 2 months ago, at a Sheridan town hall meeting, was like, the chief of police got a raise. I thought I told you guys last time to fire him. Like, if some random person walks into the city hall meeting and tells the city council what to do, they just have to do it. It doesn't matter if it's in the best interest of the community at large. But if one random person that happens to be an auditor, quote unquote, says, fire that guy, then they're going to be in there 2 weeks later saying, I thought I told you to fire him. Because they're the boss and the other ones are the servants, right? So now what's this guy saying? Well, I don't understand what the problem is here in Sheridan. I went to a city hall meeting in a different city and I told them, take the sign down. And they took it down. That's the way it should be everywhere. Like, what? Wait a minute. Okay, so the way it should work, according to your argument, is I could go to City Hall tomorrow in the city I'm in during their town hall meeting and say, from now on, robbing banks is legal for me to do. And then I could just go rob banks and it's legal for me because I told them it is. Any one random person could tell the city hall something and then they have to do what you said because you said it. Do you understand why I say these people are insane, demonic idiots? Their brains don't function properly. Either that or which in many cases is absolutely true, or they're just doing it for the money and the clicks and views, and they don't actually care about any of this stuff. At all. It's all just nonsense to them, because it's nonsense to me too.
I just go throw it right in front of Jay. I just go put the pizza right in front of Jay. I don't want to walk back there. They're gonna have me fucking arrested.
No, don't do it. Don't.
Have one of these guys do it.
I already offered them some.
Look at all the bootlickers in this.
So you guys-
All the bootlickers in the chat right now.
They just shut down public comment, arrested our friends.
Wait a minute. By the way, let me see if I can. Wait. Okay. I wanted to bring this up because he's talking about all the bootlickers in the chat. I'm one of them. So I wanted to point that out. If you look here, there's a comment from me as they're walking out of the town hall. I put "walk of shame," LOL. Let's see, what else did I say in here? Hezokuai, walk of shame. I think there's more from me coming up later. But yeah, when he says there's a lot of bootlickers in here, I'm one of them.
That's what you guys, this is what you guys are here to do, is be security for this shit. They let them all butt us in line, even though you knew we were here at 4:30. You knew that. They let them all sign up, and then the mayor tried to.
Yeah, the
cut
frauditors
them
are the
public comment
tyrants.
to 15
Absolutely.
minutes, and then they started it. And then just voted to end all public comment.
They're gonna get you guys.
And used you guys to serve warrants.
They're gonna get
on
you
that
guys
restraining
some
order.
serious
The
trouble.
restraining order you served my friend, guess what? The judge dismissed it this past.
And the other thing too is that
I'm just telling you, it's good to know what you signed up for.
You know what? I just thought of something. Now, obviously, we hate it when these guys encourage call flooding. So I'm not saying that. But we know what this is. This is Sheridan Town Hall. And we know that they show up there every town hall meeting. They're going to be there. At least one of them. Whether it's Regan or DMA or Sweet Tea or Cache Valley or News Down Ninja or Rogue, somebody's going to show up at every town hall meeting in Sheridan. Or at least for the moment. So why not some of us start contacting Sheridan and saying, hey, you guys should start playing copywritten music during your town hall meeting so that these idiots won't be able to monetize their videos. Start maybe putting the idea in their head. If I had the money, and you know what? I would love to do it. I would love to get the money to fly to Colorado for one of these meetings because I know they show up to all of them and be there when they showed up so I can audit them. That would be awesome. Oh, that would be so good. I'd be wearing my hat and I'd have my phone and I'd bring my doll and I'd stick it to, it would be so good. I'd even give them a copy of my book. Here, you're a frauditor. You should read the Frauditor's Handbook, guys. Here. And I'll give them their cards too. Because I have a DMA card and a Regan Benson card. I got to make a Sweet Tea card though. That'll be for series 2. Oh, that would be so brilliant. Yeah, I'm gonna. I think that's coming up, Scott. I do think that part's coming up yet. But let's find out, shall we? Yeah, exactly. The people who live there should get priority. The people who live there are the ones who almost got in a fist fight with these guys earlier, and the cops kept the people that live there off of them. They should be thanking the cops for saving their lives from the general public who hate these douche canoes coming into their town every 2 weeks and causing trouble. They're sick and tired of it. And eventually, Something's going to happen where the cops aren't going to be there to save their asses. Okay. All right. I got to put a little bit of context onto this, because for those of you who've been following this story since it started over, months ago, already know all this, but just in case you don't know the full deal of what's going on with Sheridan, Colorado. It all started with DMA and Regan, whatever, Sweet Tea, just doing what they do, right? But they happened to do it in Sheridan, and they got in trouble for it. So then they went to complain about getting in trouble, which just got them in more trouble. And then that's when they went to the place with the 15, and then they got a bunch of them got arrested, which made them even more like keep coming back and making it worse and worse and worse for themselves. But in the meantime, bigger picture, Sheridan itself was, and you could look up the statistics online. This is a fact. Sheridan, Colorado was the number one highest crime area in the entire state of Colorado. They brought in a new chief of police, Martinez, and he immediately started to have a positive effect on the community. He instituted a whole bunch of programs where the general public come together with the police, get to know the police, become friendly with the police, so that the cops start to know, because it was the number one crime area in the entire state. People were, like, this guy was getting rid of crime. What's up, Society Red? Good to see you. This guy came in and finally started doing something about the crime, made the average citizen feel more comfortable walking down the street without having to watch their backs and worry about getting robbed and beaten and whatever else they were doing over there. This guy was finally starting to get it to the foothold on the crime and make it better. And now all of a sudden, here comes a handful of idiot YouTubers that don't live in Sheridan, that don't know a damn thing about Sheridan, talking about, you guys, I told you to fire him. You fire that police chief because he arrested my friend for breaking the law. Ugh! And the citizens are like, you want us to fire the police chief who, because of him, I could send my kids outside to play without worrying about them getting mugged or killed or shot or whatever, kidnapped? Because of this guy, you want us to support you wanting him fired because what happened? He arrested you for breaking the law? Good! They love him. They support him. They love what he does. They support what he does. That's why when you guys go to the city council meeting every 2 weeks, there's a huge group of people there, normal, regular citizens who are so happy that these cops are doing all the stuff that you're trying to tell them to stop doing, because they're lowering the crime rate in their city, which was the highest crime rate city in the state. You guys have no clue what you're dealing with here. When you have people, regular citizens, that are actually supporting the police because they saw it, they lived it, the crime that was going on in that town and how bad it was, and how this guy started cleaning it up and making it better for the people who live there. And now 3-4 idiots from out of town, just because they're YouTubers and they're talking trash, are giving the cops a hard time. They're ready to beat the crap out of these people and chase them out of town on a rail. And the cops are the ones saving them from getting this done. Anyway, that's what's going on in Sheridan, Colorado. But as far as DMA and Regan and all these people are concerned, all that matters, and this is the crux of the whole thing, and this is what's really insane. All that matters is two things. Number one, there's a van with a radar gun that measures the speed of cars going by to see if anyone's speeding. They want that gone. Get rid of all speed limits. Everyone just drive their cars into people, into buildings, over children, through. It doesn't matter. It should just let them. because reasons. And number two is, and number two is they want to, there's a building, one specific building that has a desk with a window like a kiosk, that behind the glass there's a lot of papers, a lot of information, a lot of things that are private. So they don't want you filming through the glass. So they have a rule, no filming through the glass. So of course they went up there, the whole group of 15 of them, specifically to film through the glass. So they're fighting about that. And now, because they got arrested for doing that, they're also on top of that fighting about the arrests. And this is what they're there to talk about and argue about. Everybody in Sheridan knows that's what they're there for. All the people in the city council know that that's what they're there for, and nobody cares. That's why yesterday, after they arrested DMA and Sweet Tea, and Regan and Cache Valley were still there, they just shut off public comment. Because why? Because if they left public comment, they know exactly what would happen. They'd say the same nonsense they say every 2 weeks. They'd insult them, they'd swear at them, and nothing would change, nothing would get done, and they wouldn't bring up anything that they haven't brought up already, except for the fact that DMA and Sweet Tea were arrested that day. You arrested our friends again. You
Arrested our friends. Good.
They ought to be arrested. They should do some time this time. Anyway, let's see a little bit more of this stupidity, shall we?
Here's the people, guys.
Question, but I
You should understand what you're doing.
Oh, wait, I think, yeah, here, I made another comment. Let me see where I can read that. What did I say?
One city council member, another city council member. Here's Jay. Jay's a piece of shit.
I'm in the chat there and I'm saying, oh, great. They missed 3 minutes of Regan Benson swearing at him. So what?
He needs to find a new job. Jay needs to go to prison or jail, probably. There's the mayor who doesn't.
Oh, yeah, there's my mic drop moment. There it is. While he's doing this, I put in the chat, do the walk of shame, Karen. FXWG, what's up? Those cops are morons for running their protection. They ought to just stand aside and let them get what they asked for. Rob Maximilian, what's up? Good morning. Yes. So yeah, while he was going live and doing this, that's when I put in his chat. I said, do the walk of shame, moron. Yeah.
Have a clue how to run a meeting. Terrence never says a word, keeps his mouth shut. I heard he likes to drink. Sally, who reads prayers before every meeting, exercises her First Amendment right, even though we have separation of church and state. And we have old man Don over here, who literally says nothing either the entire meeting.
Because he doesn't want to talk to dumbasses like you. Debo's Nation in the house. What's up, Debo's?
Yeah, Johnny Bravo. They cut down comments. They literally voted for not having any public comments tonight.
Good.
At the Sheridan City Council meeting.
Good.
Shit's ridiculous.
You're ridiculous.
It just is. And I'm sure there are things that I'm just not as aware in touch with the things that are going on around my house. This is a little city of 6,000 people.
It's ridiculous.
Are just running ramshot over the Constitution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Productive public comment. That's because you're not
Not
listening.
productive.
So-
Well, who gets to determine what productive comment?
So what's going on with DMA and Sweet Tea? Do we
Okay,
need to?
so
Does
I'm
someone
gonna
need to
say
go
on
pick
your-
them up or
on
what?
your live stream,
Yeah, yeah.
for people watching. 'cause
Yeah,
I
there's
sent-
213 people in here.
Right on. So I sent people over. So this does not surprise me. I've called this from the beginning. I said that as soon as Sheridan saw people showing up to make public comment, they were going to shut it down.
No. 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 Wrong. Wrong. Wrong, Karen. Regan Benson. You're wrong again, lady. As always. Everything you say is wrong. They didn't shut down public comment because people started showing up. They shut down public comment because you started showing up. These guys always paint this picture like, this is how you treat the general public? No, this is how they treat your dumb ass. This is how you treat people that come in here for service? No, this is how we treat an idiot who isn't here for service, that just wants to make a stupid YouTube video and try to get some clicks and views. I can't believe they did this. I knew they were going to do it. I knew that as soon as people started coming there, that they would cut everyone off. No, as soon as your dumbass started coming there is when they started cutting people off. What's up, Candy Archibald? Jenny, what's up? Yeah, Regan always thinks she's in charge. Like I said, just a few weeks ago at a different Sheridan meeting, she was telling the city council when she saw that Chief of Police Martinez was still there, I thought I told you guys to fire him. Like, how dare you not do what I say when I say it, because I own a camera and I'm Regan Benson. I'm sorry. I'm doing it wrong.
You do what I say, because I'm Regan Benson, and I have a camera, and so I'm in charge. You fire the cops that I don't like, and you arrest the mayor and everyone else on the city council because I don't like them, and I don't like them, and they're violating my rights by not letting me go in their face for 3 minutes. Can you, how dare they? How dare they not want me to go in their face for 3 minutes? How dare they now want me to scream at them and call them names and insult them? How dare they not fire who I tell them to fire when I tell them to do it? It's their job to listen to me. That's what my taxes, even though I don't live here and pay taxes here, pay for. Because I'm Regan Benson, and I am the ruler of the... Wait, is that a taser?
That piece was called What I Wish Would Have Happened to Regan Benson Yesterday by Hezokuai. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll take a box. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the appreciation.
And they've done it incrementally. And now tonight, they voted to not have any public comment at this meeting after the mayor tried to cut the public comment session time by breaking the rules of procedure. So they have rules they have to follow. It's in their charter, and she tried to break those rules. She doesn't even know how to run a meeting. These people are wholly stupid. You saw Jay get confrontational. I don't know if you were going live. No, but I recorded that.
I was live the whole time. Well,
from the time you walked in the building?
No, but as soon as I went through security, I was live. So all of that.
Is okay. So you probably all saw Jay confronting him, getting stupid, and then Jay tried to claim that he spit on him. So Jay got his ass handed to him this week on that civil protection order.
They're about to mention it. He's going to say something about how many people are in his live stream, but he's going to say they're all bootlickers. Karen's going to be like, well, why don't you have your mods kick them all out? But real quick, I'm going to read some of the comments that are on his screen right now, just to give you guys an idea of how fun it was being there last night because I was one of them. But here we go. Once again, do I need to ask, why do you even care if you don't live there? In fact, that's from Scott Ammo. um, oh, boo-hoo, poor little Regan. That's from Captain Alessandro Thundermutts. Um, let's see. Let's see. Some people that are on their side. Oh, here's Society Red. Hey, what's up? Wah, wah. And then, oh, there's me. Because they know you're going to say blah, blah, curse word, blah, blah, curse word, blah, blah, insults, blah, blah, blah. Regan is the expert at everything, but is unemployed. Oh, let's see what else.
That Jay Whitaker's girlfriend tried to get on Sweet Tea.
Y'all don't even
Yeah,
live
the
there.
judge
Find a
dismissed
hobby.
that. Well, let me requote that. She's keeping it open, but it's not effective because Victoria, his girlfriend, put on such a nice dramatic show of crying, and her life's in shambles because people are harassing her.
crying, Karen.
She had no proof of anything. Sweet Tea had the bomb of an attorney. The judge was almost as stupid as Victoria and Jay, who apparently was showing up to be her private counsel. You guys missed a hell of a show in a courtroom this week in America in little tiny Littleton, Arapahoe County. It was one for the record books. Anyway, that protection order is null and void for Sweet Tea. We come to the meeting tonight. We're here at 4:30. We walked in at about
Protections from Regan Karen
10:05.
Benson.
So we were here to sign up early. We were the first ones here. The clerk
Do the
recognized us.
frauditors
She
realize
greeted us.
that
She brought
maybe
us a
they're the
table out
problem?
as
They have zero
in fact, because
self-awareness.
we had pizza, and she was very
Regan needs to get
hospitable.
the
That was
feelings
lovely.
police to
And then
back
all of
her
a
up.
sudden, here came what, 6, 8
Did they hurt your
Sheridan
feelings,
goons
Karen?
claiming they had an arrest warrant for Christopher and Sweet Tea. I keep calling her Sweet Pea. We were getting hung up on Sweet Pea. So yeah, Denver Metro Audits and Sweet Tea have been arrested here
Yay!
in the Sheridan Municipal Center. I have my suspicion why they were arrested. I'm not going to comment on it, but it's not surprising that Sheridan is drumming up another bogus warrant for whatever they can. And I think it has something to do with recording the police on duty. I will say that. So I've got my phone. I'm waiting for DMA to call me. It's going to be a couple hours. So we will go bail them out. We don't know what the charges were. Old Lieutenant Mitchell wouldn't tell me what the warrant was for, what the charges were
Well, he's
for.
an adult,
blah,
so it's
blah,
none
blah,
of your
blah.
business.
So after they arrested them, all these Martinez thugs showed up.
And that's another thing too. Like, see, this is why I can't believe that their fans actually buy their nonsense. Like, it I would almost like to sit and talk with their fans, like actually sit and have a conversation with their fans more so than with them. Because I know they're nuts, but like the people who buy this stuff, like to understand, like, how could you possibly hear what she's saying after watching a video where everything that happened in the video is clearly different than what she's saying? So she's clearly building a false narrative, and you buy the narrative. How can you buy it? How can you listen to the nonsense that she's spouting out of her useless gullet and actually take it serious? Like, I don't get how their followers don't see the stupidity. I don't see how their followers don't see the lies. I don't see how their followers don't understand that they're following bootlicking a frauditing idiot. Like, first of all, if somebody gets arrested and they're an adult, it ain't none of your damn business what they got arrested for. The officer refused to tell me why they were arresting him. Is he a grown ass man? And it ain't none of your damn business why they arrested him. Are you his lawyer? Then shut the hell up and go away, Karen. Quit crying. Did they hurt your feelings when they arrested him? Well, maybe you should call the feelings police. And then calling the cops tyrants when those ladies in the meeting were ready to jump on her and beat the hell out of her and crack her damn skull, and the cops pulled them off of her. The cops saved her life, and she's got the balls to stand outside afterwards and call the cops tyrants for doing what they did. They saved your ass. That's what they did. How dare you, Karen Regan? How dare you?
And essentially butted their way into the meeting. You saw it on the live stream. The clerk, security, the cops, they all let it happen. The cops showed up after the fact, and they got to sign up.
From the general public.
And
We, the
then it
people.
just went to
They
shit from there.
saved
So
you
I guess
from
the
we,
mayor
the
thought she was just
people.
going to let the first 15 minutes of
The
people
citizens of Sheridan,
sign
we, the
up,
people,
the
hate you.
thugs, so they could talk, right? Well, then Bill Hayashi actually did his job tonight and called her out for not following procedure. So they all voted to, after Jay threw a fit and was yelling at you from the dais again, he went ahead and voted no. He was the only no vote to suspend all of public comment tonight after he was up there throwing a fit. Jay's having a nervous breakdown. Jay's losing it, you guys. He's got no control. That mayor's got no control. This place is imploding. They're pissed. They don't know what to do. They've got all kinds of people and eyes on Sheridan right now, and they're fucking pissed. So that's the scoop. So no sense in staying here. They're just going to try to get confrontational. We're not here to have fights.
Just making up
We're here
stuff.
to exercise our rights, per
Lies.
usual. And they
Lies,
can't deal with
lies,
it.
as
They can't
usual.
handle the truth. So,
Yep,
anybody have
because
any
he lives
questions
in a
that
fantasy
chat?
world.
No,
Which one to answer?
there's a bunch of bootlickers in here.
Is there?
Yeah, like a lot.
Where are your mods?
That's where he says there's all
I don't
trolls.
really
in my
have that
chat.
many mods.
Well,
I usually don't care.
Well, you usually don't
but-
have over 200 people. In the
Yeah.
lobby. You need to get some mod. You need mod control. All right, so I'm probably gonna go live here in a little bit.
Yeah, she didn't. Anyway, so there's that. That's the update from yesterday, and all the fun that they had at the Sheridan Town Hall meeting. It's always a blast. These Sheridan meetings. I've been following them for a few months now, and they're always fun to cover because there's always something going on. Even the one where like nothing really happened, they still tried to make it into something. But that's what I noticed the pattern seems to be. And I don't know how long it's going to maintain this pattern before it escalates, because these guys are going to keep escalating it until somebody ends up getting, seriously beaten or worse. But it's like they'll come out and they'll do their shtick, and then the next week, the citizens of Sheridan, the actual people, will see the video on YouTube, and then they'll come out to protest these idiots that don't belong in their town, trying to tell the cops that are helping these people in the highest crime area of Colorado become a much, much lower crime area. So they appreciate what the cops are doing big time. And then these idiots who don't live there and don't live in that crime and don't understand how much the police are helping everybody. So everybody is showing up to protest these idiots with the cameras, trying to tell them about how to run their city. You got to fire the police chief because I told you to. Man. Well, then robbing banks is legal because I told you it is. Give me all the money. Like there's this, like this idiot. This guy is so stupid. For those of you who don't know the deal with Rogue Nation, because I know that my channel's been growing and I got some new followers coming in here once in a while. So if you don't understand my relationship with Rogue Nation, he likes to come in here every morning. I think he just likes getting roasted. But it's funny because like he has this. I don't actually. Maybe one of you guys, FX Wing WG. Did they say no public comments or no public comments? Wait. Yes. No public comments or no public comments. Yes. They definitely said one of those two. I can't tell the difference between no public comments and no public comment. Oh, did they say no public comments? Or did they say no public comments? Or did they say no public comments? So that I don't know. Rogue had to step away for a moment. Oh, yes, indeed. Um, yeah, so Rogue Nation has this thing, and maybe like I was about to say, maybe one of you guys in the chat can 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 help me because I forget the word. There is a word for this specific mental condition that he does suffer from. And I mean, it's not like, I'm not a psychiatrist, but just based on what he's said and what I've heard him say in interviews, what he said to me, I've interviewed him on this very channel. Um, Whenever he like goes into a building and absolutely destroys someone emotionally, especially if he makes them cry and they're a woman, or if he like gets someone fired, or if he makes someone mad, if he does something that pisses someone off, any of those things, he thinks they're funny. He thinks he's a comedian and these things are jokes. The more, whether not physical, but emotional pain he causes other people, the funnier he thinks it is. He just loves to damage people, and I don't know, and you're not supposed to say, these certain words on YouTube, but the he thinks it's so funny that I wonder, like, if he found out that he made someone off themselves, if that would, like, give him an orgasm to find out that he caused that, like, if he would love it so much, like, because the more he emotionally can hurt someone, the happier he is, and the harder he laughs and the funnier he thinks it is. So, obviously, he has a serious mental problem. Um, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but he's definitely nuts. He needs mental help. He doesn't need to be frauditing. He needs to like get put in a room with a professional and get on some meds or something because he's obviously got a major problem with other humans. Unless they're frauditors like him, right? Then they all get to walk around together. And yeah, he's a sociopath and a narcissist and sadistic. He's all of it. He's just an all around piece of doo doo garbage, right? And there were a couple times. Mm, excuse me. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee waffy. There have been a few times throughout history where I would look at him and I would say, well, Rogue Nation isn't like SGV News bad. He isn't NC Tyrant Hunter bad. He isn't, Wolverine Transparency bad. But the more I watch him, the more I realize that, like, even though he's not on that same level of intensity, kind of like I wouldn't put him on the same level as Long Island Audit, but it's kind of the same thing in the sense that, like, he's doing the same crap. He does it in a different way, but it's the same thing. It's his own style of the same narcissistic nonsense. Two-Face Smitty don't care. What's up? Good to see ya. um, Jimbo, what's up? Chelsea May, Salacious. Nancy, we got so many wonderful people here as always. Glad to see so many of you guys here today. Once again. And for those of you who weren't here earlier, a reminder that the Hez and FFN show every Saturday. It's Hez and FFN present every Saturday with a different guest. This Saturday's guest is going to be Tones Overthinks It. And then it's 5 p.m. It's Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. um, And yes, so this weekend is going to be Tones Overthinks It. And then the sorry, I was reading trying to catch up with the chats. Okay. Let me start over because I'm trying to do a promo now. I want to do it properly. Ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, join me, Hezokuai, and my co-host, Frauditor News Network, with our special guest, Tones Overthinks It. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. And next week, or the week after that, we'll be joined by Frauditors Exposed, Mark Stout. That's right. And the week after that, April Fool's Day, Saturday, April 1st. Join me and Frauditor News Network with our special guest, Blackheart Knight. That's right. And then on the 8th, we're going to have Big Wes Audits on. Yeah, Big Wes is going to come out and hang out with us for a Saturday. And then the week after that, we're going to have the lovely Frauditor Reaper's going to be on the show. Yes. So don't forget to watch the Saturday show every Saturday night at 5 p.m. Eastern Time with me and Frauditor News Network and our special guests, new guest every week. So let's see who else we got here. Maybe we could get Debos to be on one of the shows. He's here every day. Be nice to have him as a guest. In the meantime, the next video I wanted to show is a little bit different. It's well, you know what? Since I was just doing the promo for the Hezokuai and Frauditor News Network show, let's go ahead and watch the new Frauditor News Network video. All right. I love it. Those of you, if you don't know Frauditor News Network, definitely subscribe. Her channel is fantastic. And again, she is my co-host on my Saturday show. And here's her new video. This one's called Sovereign Citizen has Epic Meltdown Over Being Pulled Over. Yay. All right, here we go.
It is an area we call the Frauditor Zone.
In today's episode, we find a sovereign citizen who got pulled over for not having a license plate and goes into a full epic meltdown.
I know you were, it's like crack to you, an ID, right? Actually, the whole reason you want you pulled me over, oh, I don't know who that guy is, I can't run his tag. Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my shit. Don't reach in my vehicle, sir! I just followed what Nazis did, bro. Close! You were about to throw me in a dungeon, man! You don't know what they're going to do to me in there. You have no idea.
What the heck was that, you may be wondering? Well, that was the sovereign citizen, or SovCit for short, who is having a total, epic meltdown over being pulled over for not having tags. So please enter with caution into the Frauditor Zone.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
I'm Trooper Caldwell, Highway Patrol. There's no license plate on the rear of your vehicle.
That's, this is not being used for commerce.
Do what now?
The vehicle's not being used for commerce,
Okay,
sir.
it's on the roadway. It has to have a license plate on the rear.
That's not true.
Okay.
I don't know what he thinks he's counting, but I think he's counting how many brain cells he acquires while talking to the officer. Notice how it starts out at 0. Makes sense to me.
Do you have your license on you?
I do, but I don't see. Why did you stop me?
Do what now?
Why did you stop me?
You don't have a license.
So that there was no traffic
Okay,
infraction. No. Here's the deal, sir. How about you listen for just a second?
1172.
I'm wondering if your tie's too tight. Do you have pressure in your head right now? Does your face feel warm?
Go ahead and shut off the car, sir.
Can I look real quick? Can I at least put it on level ground? Because if I don't, it's going to be very difficult to get it out of park.
Okay. I need your license, registration, insurance, sir.
I'll take the officer's answer as a no.
I don't have a registration, sir.
Okay.
I can give you insurance information.
Please.
Now, real quick, I just want to make sure you understand.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You did not pull me over for an infraction. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I did.
What was the infraction?
Improper display.
Improper display. That's
Yes,
a
sir.
traffic infraction. Is that like a moving violation?
It's not a moving violation. No, it is not. It's not a moving.
Was there anybody placed in danger by my improper
Okay, here's the deal,
display?
sir. All right, we're going to stop this right here, okay? I need your registration, insurance, and your license, okay?
I can give
I'm
you
very
my.
easy to deal with, okay? I don't know.
It
I don't
doesn't.
know
I
you.
mean, it doesn't really
You don't
sound
know
like
me.
it because you're stopping me for. What are you actually stopping me for? There was nothing unsafe happening here.
Okay. Well, I'm not going in circles.
I'm
with
glad
you,
that
okay?
you have your body camera there.
Yeah, me too. You doing okay today?
I'm fine. I'm
Good.
actually doing great up until the point where you pulled me over for no reason.
I got you. We're going to get through this, though, okay?
Okay, good. Because look, you have to understand, I am not utilizing the roadway for commerce, sir.
Okay.
The
What's your
Supreme
name?
Court has rules.
What'd you say your name is?
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I'll
What's
give
your
you
name?
everything you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I must announce that we got $1.99. A super chat from Holding My Groin. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, I appreciate it so much. And it's for an entry for Salacious into this month's raffle. Yay. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that so much. I love you guys, and all the support and everything I've been getting on these raffles is beautiful. Yes. I love it when Hezokuai gets fired up and goes off on these idiots. It makes my morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, here we go.
You
I don't
asked.
need a lecture on the law, okay? Just, what's your name?
I just need to understand what you to understand. I want to make sure you understand what you're doing right now.
Okay.
I think this subset is focusing on the wrong thing. Instead of trying to make sure that the officer knows what he's doing, he needs to look at himself. 6 months prior to this, he turned in his license plates. Let's take a quick look at that.
Flashback. So we're about to drive through Rowan County, Tennessee. I'll be going around. You're probably going to have Rowan County Sheriff's Department around and MPD, Kingston PD, stuff like that. Because I'm going to have to go drop the tag off. I haven't turned it to the DMV yet, so I'm going to go do that after I pick my kid up. Let's see how far. Let's see if we can make it all the way there and back. See if we get tailed by any police or pulled over, or harassed. Hello. Just need to turn that in.
Okay. You just need to surrender it.
Yeah. I want to make sure that that's not attached to the personally owned vehicle because I was actually coerced into getting that.
Okay.
I never wanted to be under contract with you for that, and I actually mentioned that many times on the phone, and the lady kept saying, well, if you don't get it, they're probably gonna.
Wait a minute. Without watching the video, let me guess what happens. Let me guess. Tell me if I'm right. You go into a place where you don't belong. You act like a prick. They don't react kindly to a prick being a prick and acting prickish and being a prick in their building. So they respond accordingly to someone acting like a prick, and you call that a civil rights violation. Am I close? Douche canoe? Butterbrain douche canoe.
Pull you over, might impound your vehicle, which is basically threatening me. But I'm not using the roadway for commerce. So I'm not a driver. I'm using the roadway for personal use. Yeah, but I don't know. The legality with that. You say that's a personal tag. I don't know what that means.
Passenger vehicle. So it's for passenger vehicles, considering autos, motorcycles, have a smaller tag, but it's not for commercial use.
Okay, that's fine. But legally, constitutionally speaking, we don't have to even register a personally owned vehicle.
Okay, so here's one of the things that I hate about this whole sovereign citizen argument. Like, we all know that it's a stupid argument. We all know that it's a nonsensical argument. But sometimes I listen to these people talk because there's a lot of them out there with YouTube channels that are really, really pushing, and there's more and more of them, which is scary. Because, like I said, a couple years ago, I thought the whole sovereign citizen thing was pretty much dead, and then it seems to have made a comeback after because of the pandemic. And we have me. Thank you for joining us, and Captain Happy. What's up? Um, so yeah, and Chelsea May, I don't remember if I said hello to you too. So during that, it seems like the whole sovereign citizen thing has been making a comeback, and what I don't get is in their heads, like, even like the ones who actually believe that what they're saying is true in their heads, what do they think happens when you get in a car accident and you have no registration and no insurance, and there's no way you can help compensate the victim of the person you hit with your car? Just screw them. Just screw them. That's it. Just whatever. Who Nobody cares. Screw them. And how about if somebody steals your car? Not registered to you. You don't have a license plate. So who's to prove that it was stolen from you? You never registered it. It's not your car. But I bought it. With what? You gave him your social security number? Like, I don't understand the mentality. Like, what it, how are they going to find it? Like, people need to start stealing sovereign citizen cars because they'll never find them. There's no license plate. They're not going to tell anybody the VIN number. They're not going to register anything. So there's no way to prove whether or not it's their car or not when it disappears, if it gets found. Right? I mean, it's nonsense. And again, get into an accident, kill somebody in a car accident with no insurance and no registration and no anything. And what happens to the victim, the people you killed with your car? Screw them. Screw everybody. That's why these people are dangerous, especially sovereign citizens. Think about what's been going on recently. We had a sovereign citizen killed just a few days ago. And then last year, or 2 years ago at Christmas time, we had a sovereign citizen run over a bunch of people with his car in Wisconsin. Before that, we had that sovereign citizen who got out of his car and shot the cops. Like, these guys are literally dangerous. They're deadly. They're horrible, evil, rotten, demonic minions of Satan himself. And frauditors are a different side of the same coin. They just find there's like this underlying thread, of evil that's permeated the internet that these people are finding. And they're like, ooh, there are people who are getting paid to be evil. I'm gonna get in on that. I'm gonna make some of that sweet, sweet evil money. Because I don't have the talent to sell out to Hollywood. So I'm gonna sell out to YouTube. Oh, assholes. Oh.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. Now you're gonna try to coerce me and threaten me into purchasing a new tag, right? Is that what's about to happen?
I'm just informing you that if you don't.
No, because.
End of flashback.
First of all, he obviously knows how to record the proper way, but then went to the DMV and recorded in portrait. So I guess you can't really expect much from him. Secondly, he knew very well that not having license plates on his car would get him in trouble. So why he acts the way he's about to act is extremely stupid. But I guess if he had his full mental capacities, he wouldn't even be a soft-sit. So I can't say I'm surprised.
Okay?
Yes, I do.
For,
I do
for
know what I'm
my
doing.
legal
I do
purposes.
know what I'm
Okay,
doing
so
out there.
before I would give you any information, I want you to understand it is under duress. I am not providing you anything.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
being very
Do
patient
you
with
do you have a supervisor?
Are you gonna talk over me?
Do you have a supervisor?
Of course
Are
I
you
have
a
a brain.
supervisor?
No, I'm not the supervisor. Okay. This is my traffic stop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is your name, sir?
Before I give it to you, I'd like to talk to your supervisor.
You're not.
I'm
not
trying to
talking to my
save.
supervisor,
I'm
okay?
trying to save you trouble in the long run as well. Here, okay?
Absolutely not. What's your name, sir?
I want your supervisor.
I'm not getting my supervisor, sir.
Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. So here's the
I'm
deal.
requesting a supervisor, and that is your policy. You know what's funny about this? You don't follow your own damn policy.
Again and again and again and again. Let's see. Murder, kidnapping, domestic abuse, assault, a lot of different things that could be going on right now. A lot of things that the supervisor may need to be dealing with right now. So this cop is a horrible, rotten, evil, no good, disgusting, oath-breaking tyrant because he won't get his sergeant to come down and deal with an idiot with an expired license plate. Because Lord knows that's more important than rape and murder and, domestic abuse and assault and theft and everything else that he might be dealing with, that he might have to dealing with, that might come up. Nope, drop all of that and come deal with some idiot with an expired license plate tag. That's what matters. And if he doesn't do that, then you're an oath breaker and you're horrible and you're rotten and you're no good tyrant. Is there like a machine somewhere that where they I got it. Ladies and gentlemen, I just figured it out. I figured it out. See, it all came together in my brain. I got it. See, I got my Frauditor voodoo doll right here, right? And if you look, he's got this little camera, and he's got his taser in his chest right now, and his soap and his gavel. He's got his eyeball there, his tiny black little heart, and he's got his handcuffs, right? Yes, I had an epiphany. I had an epiphany for sure. So everything on my voodoo doll that I'm showing you was 3D printed. Now I remember reading a while ago when they first started, I mean, just the other day, they tried to fire a 3D rocket into space. I actually told a joke about it on my Saturday stream during my monologue. I said, hey guys, in the news today, they tried to fire the first 3D printed rocket into space. Of course, it was a failure, just like all of Chile de Castro's lawsuits. Anyway, except the hippie beads, which were made by Leland squirrels. That is exactly right. What is the Frauditor's doll's name? It depends on which Frauditor it is. That's the thing about voodoo dolls. They are whoever you're stabbing at that moment. A few minutes ago, it was Regan. Before that, it was Chase Valley and DMA. Oh, and no, the most recent one it was Rogue Nation. Yeah. Anyway, so I figured out what happened. See, I've been reading all these articles about how they want to be able to replace organs with 3D printed organs. That way they don't have to wait for someone to die. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of controversy over that because where would they get the material to print out the organs with? Oh, well, they would come from stem cells. Oh, well, where do they get the stem cells? Oh, well, those would come from fetuses. Well, where do you get the fetuses? And then, you know, that's a whole nother can of worms. But besides all of that, now I know. Now I know. This is it. They're doing it. They didn't tell us the government is keeping it a secret. Frauditors and sovereign citizens, they are the results of 3D printed brains. The government's making 3D printed brains, sticking it into people's skulls and seeing what happens, and all of a sudden it backfired on them, and now we got sovereign citizens and frauditors. That's what happened. I figured it out. That's the new conspiracy theory. We got to start spreading that. I think that'd be fun to just like turn that into a thing. The conspiracy theory that 3D printed brains being secretly given to people is why we have frauditors and sovereign citizens, because there's people walking around with 3D printed brains. Oh, that's awesome.
All right, but you want me to follow other people's policies.
I
That's
need
cute to
Your
me.
ID, please.
I want you to get your supervisor.
What's your name, sir?
I want your supervisor.
What?
I want to speak to your supervisor, sir.
Okay. Here's the deal. Okay. I'm very easy to deal with.
I don't want to deal with you. I want to deal with your supervisor. He probably knows more than you. That would make sense, right? He's probably been doing it longer. He knows the job. He knows the ins and outs maybe a little better. That would be why he's the supervisor.
He's right about the supervisor, yes. But what he doesn't seem to realize is that just like all the frauditors and sovcits that came before him that asked for a supervisor, the supervisor will not say anything different than the officer. So why they keep trying this tactic confuses me. But then again, I'm not a sovcit, and the day this stuff starts making sense to me is the day I throw myself at the mercy of the nearest mental hospital.
You know what I'm doing here? This is my traffic stop, okay? I've been doing this for quite a while, okay? I'm really easy to deal with. I'm being respectful to you, okay? I want you to be respectful to me, okay?
You're trying to violate my Fourth Amendment right now.
No, sir.
You're asking.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of people been asking about this in the chat for the last couple days. So I just want to show you. I got this little guy right here. He's usually hiding in the background. He's a cute little fella. He used to belong to my niece, but then she gave him up for adoption. And I choked him out. No, he's a toy. Yeah, he's actually a really, really cool baby doll. Like I said, this is my niece's old toy, and it's just been sitting there for years. But it's like mom and dad created a monster. But it is really cool looking. It is kind of realistic looking. She used to love it. It was her favorite baby doll. It's really heavy. It's got some heft to it, like a real baby. But unlike with a real baby, you can't do this with a real baby. Well, I guess you could actually, but you'd have to be much more careful than I am right now. Anyway, you baby, wake up! You can't do that in real life, right? Shaken baby syndrome. No, this is really cool. I don't want to break it. It's kind of, but that's people are like, "What's that baby in the background?" It's just my niece's old toy. My daughters were always creeped out by it. That's why it's my niece's old toy and not my daughter's old toy. Anyway, is that a 3D printed baby? Is that a 3D printed baby? No, it's not. But yes, he says scary. Yeah, exactly. My kids never liked it because they always thought it was creepy looking. But my niece, she thought it was awesome. So whatever. To each her own, I guess.
Asking for my papers. The reason you stopped me, what you had no. Let me just. Can I just ask you a question?
We're not arguing. We're not arguing here.
You didn't even have a reason to run my tag. So why would you stop me for not having one?
Tag displayed on the rear of your vehicle, sir. If it's on the roadway.
That's not true.
Okay.
If I were using my vehicle on the roadway to make a profit, then that is true.
Can you just work with me here?
No, that's what. Why am I supposed to work with you? Because you have a quota you want to fill. You need to get me in front of a judge. What? No, get your supervisor.
I want an ID. So
I want,
go.
yeah, I know you were. It's like crack to you, an ID, right?
Actually,
The whole reason you want you pull me over. Oh, I don't know who that guy is. I can't run his tag. Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my shit. Don't reach in my vehicle, sir.
okay.
Step back and get your supervisor.
Go ahead and step out of the car.
Oh, all right, look, guys.
Step out of the
He's opening my car now.
Step out of the car.
He tried to reach in my
Step
car.
out of the car.
Now he's
Step out
actually
of the car.
what am I? So this is an arrest.
No, it is not. Step out of the car.
What is it? And I am detained for what crime?
You are detained.
What crime?
As soon as my lights come on, you are detained. Okay. Go ahead and step out of the car for me.
I want your supervisor.
Okay.
My car's in drive. I want you to see that. So don't pull me out. Okay. Don't make
I'm
this
being
bigger.
very.
You want to put hands on me.
No, I do
What
not.
if, like, I don't
No, I do not.
understand that. Like, how do you go to sleep at night?
There we go again with the false narrative building and the crazy sovereign citizen / frauditor stupidity. Look at you. You want to go hands on? No, I don't. Give me your ID and I won't have to. But if I have to, I'm going to. Like, what don't they understand about that? How come they can't understand that? It's like the Chili DeCastro philosophy. Like, cops are just sitting there going, oh, I hope he does something bad. I hope he does something bad so I can beat him. Yes, yes. No. I hope he doesn't so that I don't have to. 3D printed brains. That's what these people are thinking with.
You want to
I'm gonna
harass
ask you
me
one more time.
for what?
Okay.
Because
Step out
I
of the
don't
car.
have the taxable numbers on the back of my own personal property.
Do you have any weapons?
You
in the
make
vehicle?
me sick.
Do you have any
None of your
weapons?
business.
Now we've reached a crossroad. The sovereign can either lose his shit, make a scene, and totally humiliate himself, or I'm not even going to bother to continue. There is no or.
Get your fucking supervisor. The car's in drive, sir. The car
Put it in
is
drive.
in
Well,
drive.
let's put it in
Put it in
park, dumbass.
All right. Step out of the vehicle.
Look, he's so sad. I
Step
hurt
out
his
of the vehicle. Come on.
feelings. Oh, don't you fucking hurt me.
Turn around.
I am
Turn
not
around. Turn around.
resisting
Turn around.
you.
Turn around. You're being
Do
detained.
not hurt me.
Detained.
That's detained.
You're
Look at
being
this is detained. I'm in handcuffs now.
Good.
Don't you hurt me, sir. I am a non-violent person.
Well, they put
I hurt your
violent
feelings.
douche canoe.
So now, look, he doesn't like the police. I wonder why. Look what you do.
Turn around for me.
Why are you doing this? Does this make you feel like a man?
No, he's doing
Is
it
this
because
what you
he won't
fucking signed up
do what you're
for?
supposed to do.
One detained.
It's
He did it
gross.
because you don't have a tag. He did it
You are
because he won't give you your
gross.
ID.
Can you
You're
just?
gross.
Can you work with me here?
Nope.
Okay.
Sure can't. Get your supervisor.
I'm not getting my supervisor.
Oh my God, he still won't follow his policy. Breaking the law, bitch. You're breaking the fucking law. You are violating my constitutional rights right now.
No, he isn't. You're an
You're
idiot.
an idiot. You know that?
No, you're an
They give
idiot.
anybody a badge. Are you a sheriff? What are you? Highway Patrol?
I'm Tennessee Highway Patrol.
Tennessee Highway Patrol, guys. I don't have a tag. So what? I had a tag.
His VIN is
What?
covered with the lady.
He's still reaching in my vehicle. He's gonna look for the VIN on the door
Just one.
because he just can't stand not knowing who the I am. You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Fine, I'll stand where you
Right here.
tell me.
Turn around.
Perception is insane.
Stand right here.
Do you,
Okay.
do you enjoy taking dominion over innocent people? Is that what you get off on?
You're not innocent. you
Hush.
douche
Don't
canoe.
tell me to hush. You want to violate my First Amendment too? You already violated my Fourth.
No, he's
You have any
not.
weapons on
You make me sick. I don't answer questions.
All right. Turn around. Turn
Get
around.
your
Turn
supervisor.
Do you see what I mean by these guys? They talk like their brain was grown in a jar, like it was printed out on a 3D printer. Like how? And this is one of the reasons why more and more I've been showing court cases on this channel, because it never works. Like these guys think that they know all the secrets that are going to get them off on knowing all these laws, and it never works. 90% of the time, they either get convicted or the case is dismissed because we already have overcrowded prisons. We're not going to lock somebody up over a stupid license plate, but they're not winning the case because their argument is correct. The case is dismissed because the state doesn't have $250,000 to prosecute you over a $40 ticket. They would rather not, right? Even like how many $10,000 or something they said was spent to get Long Island Audit his $60, or $90 fine, right? But the state saw it as worth fighting because, and we're going to get more and more of that. These people always talk about how they hate the way the government wastes money, yet they want the government to waste money on these big, long, prolonged trials for them. And the more it costs the government to do it, the less they want to do it. But these guys keep doing it over and over and over. It's getting to the point where more and more courts are going to look at this and say, hey, we can't let this keep going on. We can't let these guys keep getting their cases dismissed because they're just going to go out and do it again and go out and do it again and go out and do it again. See, the problem is you go to court and you're one of these people, and especially if it's a first offense or your first time in front of that particular judge, then what's going to happen? Well, they're going to say, well, he did this or he did that or whatever it is, but they're going to see your argument, right? And we all know what their argument is already. Every time it's the same thing. I was just sitting minding my own business, doing nothing at all, when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a bunch of horrible, evil, rotten, no good, tyrannical, evil police attacked me for no reason. And then the judge looks at the film and says, well, not understanding that this is what this douche canoe does all day, every day. And it makes sense because in the rules of evidence, you can't look at every video that this person has that has nothing to do with the case that you're trying him for. So the judge doesn't know. They think, okay, this was a one-time event. All right, we'll dismiss the case, whatever. It's no big deal. And let it go. Not realizing that the dude did it yesterday. And he did it on the way to court. And maybe he did it in the basement of the courthouse before he got up there. And now he's going to do it in the courthouse as he's leaving and go live. And this is just what this person does. Eventually, they're going to start taking more and more steps to try and stop it. And when I see these court cases where they throw the book at these guys, I love it. I watched one yesterday, and I was contemplating showing it today, but it was like a 3-hour case, and so I'd have to chop it up more before I would actually show it, because that would be the whole show, just the one video. But because it was literally like the raw footage, like the actual, footage from the court. But it was a sovereign citizen case, and all of his arguments, the judge was literally the judge had dealt with sovereigns before. And everything the guy said, the judge was just like, yeah, no. Okay. And then blah, 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 blah. And then the sovereign would say something and the judge would be like, no. And then it was so great. He shut him down on everything he said immediately. He did not want to hear it. Yes. It's because they have a good storyline to sell their content on YouTube, so the idiots who follow them will send them money. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again because it's true, and it's always true, and it's always been true. One of the reasons why these guys do what they do, one of the many reasons they do what they do, is because they know no matter how brutal they are, no matter how wicked they are, no matter how evil they are, no matter how demonic they are, no matter how absolutely horribly vile and disgusting their behavior is, in fact, the more scratching the bottom of the barrel, the better as far as they're concerned, because they get more money. The more people are going to, their fans are going to support them, and there's no consequences. There are no consequences. Yeah, they get arrested and they have an arrest record, but All they have to do is go live and e-beg for bail money, and boom, their fans will pay their bail. And all they got to do is, e-beg for this money or that money, and boom, their fans will give it to them. I remember over the summer, Chili DeCastro, I was watching a live stream of his where he was in the store, I think it was Walmart, looking at TVs, telling his fans on a live stream, I want a curved TV. You guys send me the money so I could buy this TV right now. And they did. There's no consequences for their actions. None. And they know it. If they get arrested, it's no big deal. Their fans will pay their bail. If they actually do need a lawyer, guess what? Their fans will fit the bill for a lawyer too. That's why they don't care. They have no human empathy. They have no souls. They're like I said, that's why I call them demons. That's why I say they're demonic entities. Because human beings can empathize. I mean, I'm not talking about people with mental problems. A lot of these people do have mental problems, I believe. But just these regular frauditors, regular sovereign citizens, not people with mental problems, regular normal human beings are able to have empathy for other people, are able to understand that driving a 5-ton death machine is dangerous. They understand that if they hit someone else, that they need insurance because there might be hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of medical bills and repair bills for the people that are victims of you hitting them with your car. They're able to comprehend that other people exist and that their actions have consequences, not just on themselves, but on other people. Sovereign citizens and frauditors don't get that. They don't understand that what they're doing affects other people. Or they do, and they just don't care. That's why they're evil, demonic entities. They're not human because they don't have any feelings. They don't have any empathy. They don't have any soul. They don't care about other people on any level. All they care about is their stupid YouTube clicks and views.
He still won't get a super. He's gonna take me to jail. You can watch. You want to impound my vehicle, don't you? Is that what you're about, bro? He's Terry frisking me. Did you go in my pockets? I didn't even pay attention. You should check my pockets, man. Yeah. Why don't you go in them? Why don't you go inside them and violate my rights some more, you douche? Does that make you want to hit me? Does that make you want to hurt me?
Come back here.
Yeah,
Come back here.
I'll come back there.
Come back here. Sit right.
Gross. You're gross. Fucking turn around and sit on my butt. Like this? All right. Does this make you feel good? I'm where you want me. You got me. Makes you feel real manly, doesn't it? Are you a supervisor?
What's the deal, man?
Are you the supervisor?
Take a deep breath.
Please tell me you're his supervisor.
What's the deal?
I'd love to talk to you, but who are you?
Right here, man.
Definitely. Are you the supervisor?
I'm not.
Again, it's your supervisor. I don't answer questions, you idiot.
So what's the deal here?
He's a supervisor.
Take a deep breath.
Are you his supervisor?
There's no reason.
Then I ain't gonna talk.
So what did that text on screen say? He's being sarcastic, of course. I love talking to people who force themselves upon me. If you had a legitimate license plate and a driver's license and didn't have your VIN number covered, would he be forcing himself upon you? Would he even be talking to you at all? Would he have even thought about stopping you? The answer is no. Oh, sorry, guys. Wrong button. Let me do that again because I wanted it to be like a trivia question. For Things sovereign citizen idiots say for 400. The question is, or the answer is, what is my rights? The question is something that's not being violated. I didn't think before I talk, spake, swoon, strange. All right. Anyway, I blew that joke. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Let's watch this awesome cop be great and this stupid idiot be dumb. Some more. Thank you very much.
Talk to you either.
Don't talk to me. No reason to escalate this. What's going on?
I'm gonna escalate it. Look at, I'm in handcuffs. Oh, there's no tag. Oh no, he didn't pay the taxable fee to travel in his personal property.
Insurance registration. Let me explain this to you. So he had probable cause to pull you
There's
over.
no probable cause.
That's probable.
That
cause
is
right
not
there.
probable. What the f is probable?
You have no
There's
tag.
I don't need one. I'm not using the roadway for profit, sir. It's my personal property.
Oh, we're going
Why
that
did
route?
they believe
Exactly
that?
going that damn route.
That's why
That's
you're
the
detained. You have
The
probable
Supreme
cause.
Court already
not
ruled on it. You can't turn a
No,
damn
they didn't.
right into a privilege. I don't even need a license because I'm not a driver.
Okay. Again and 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 again. Every city, all of them, all of the city officials, all of the people who've ever, or at least since the publication of the first edition of Black's Law Dictionary, all of the thousands and thousands of people involved in government in the United States over 100 years more. Not one of them realized that they were breaking the law by making people have driver's licenses? Out of all of the thousands of people involved in trying to get elected and trying to find things that they could use against the people they're running against to try and get elected, to say, hey, maybe I could run on this platform. Oh, you know what? I looked at the law and technically we shouldn't be charging people for driver's licenses and plates. Oh, I could run on that. It's going to save you money if you vote for me. I'm going to get rid of license plates and driver's licenses. That's never happened, though, has it? So, what? How is it that these guys are the only people in the world that are aware that these laws exist? And how come the people who actually create the laws have no idea? They've never heard of this stuff until they hear a sovereign citizen tell them. I watch so many court cases and I see so many pullovers with these sovereign citizens where the guy's talking to the cops or talking to the judge or talking to the lawyers, and they're literally I'm sorry, sir, I have no idea what you're talking about. I was watching a video yesterday. Dude, it's the same one I was talking about. The dude, it's because the video had the pullover, the everything, him going, being locked up, the whole bit. Like I said, the video was like 3 hours long. But at the beginning, when he gets pulled over, he's talking to the cops and he's like telling them all this sovereign citizen stuff. And the cops are like, no, sir, we're not saying that there's an injured party. We pulled you over because you didn't have any tags on your car. Well, where's the injured party? I don't understand, sir. What are you talking about, an injured party? Nobody got hurt unless did you hit someone with your car? And they were like seriously, they were like, wait a minute. Are you saying you hit someone? Where's this injured party you keep talking about, sir? Like they were legitimately concerned. And then when he kept saying it, after a while, they were like, maybe this guy's crazy. Maybe we need to lock him up for some kind of evaluation. Like, if all of these people know this great big truth about the laws that you guys discovered, then how come if they've never met one of you guys before and they hear you say this, they think you're nuts? They want to. I saw one the other day where a judge ordered someone. Yesterday, I covered it on the stream. The judge ordered the guy go to a psychiatric evaluation. She stopped the case because this guy must be nuts. We got to send him for an evaluation because he's talking gibberish. The words coming out of his mouth don't make any sense. And these guys hear this nonsense, hear this gibberish. Not only do they believe it's true, but they think that the judges and the police and all of them, they know it. You know I don't need a license. You're just making that up, so I'll give you money. You know. No, they don't know. Nobody knows except for you idiots. It's, again, back to the whole thing about frauditors being sovereign citizens light, right? Same idea, different level. What do I mean by that? Frauditors, right? They're going to go in, they're going to do their thing. Why are they going to do it? Well, because they can. It's legal. I can do it, right? And you guys know that you're breaking my Fourth Amendment right by searching me before I walk in the building. You know that there's no law saying I can't film in here. You know it. But you just pretend you don't know so you can get away with violating my rights, because that's all you care about is violating people's rights, not actually, the safety of the community or anything like that. Same basic idea. It's like they think it's this big conspiracy, like everybody's in on it. The whole world knows, and it's the sovereign citizens and the frauditors who figured out the truth. The Moors, oh yes, they figured out the real truth. That you could walk into anybody's house and just declare it's yours, and boom, it's yours. That's it, done. And if you want to pay for something, just write on a piece of paper, this is paid for, and it's magically paid for. Yes. Fantasyland. That's why I think, here's what I think would happen. If we actually got our dream to come true and we were to take all the Moors and all the sovereign citizens and all the frauditors and put them on an island and just left them there on their own devices, but not just grabbing them and sticking them in there, okay? But like giving them their equipment, letting the Moors have all their body armor and their assault rifles and their guns and their bombs and their grenades and all their stuff, and then let the sovereign citizens have all their guns, all their shotguns and their rifles and their pistols and doing their thing. And then let the frauditors have all their cameras and all their gimbals and all of that and put them on an island. What would happen is, I believe that the frauditors would be the first to go. Between the sovereign citizens and the Moors, the frauditors would be dead. That'd be it. They'd go around filming everybody. Everybody'd ask them not to film. They'd keep filming because they're asked not to film. And because there's no law, those people would just get rid of them. So the frauditors, they'd be dead. And then the war would come down to the Moors versus the sovereign citizens. Now, I think the sovereign citizens might actually be a bit quicker on the trigger, but the Moors are more heavily armored. So I think ultimately the Moors would win. But then when they were the only ones left, then they would say, like, okay, where's the food? Oh, well, you got to grow your own. Oh, well, how do you do that? They never taught me that in Moor school. All they taught me how to do was to steal people's houses and say it's mine and shoot people. Oh, and then they'll all starve to death. So that's it. Have I heard what? Chile wants a drug island? I believe it. Chile said to put all the junkies on Moon Mountain to just be losers and waste their lives away. Well, you should put all the sovereign citizens and Moors up there too, and the frauditors, and let them film it to their heart's content. How can they grow a steak? With a 3D printer, bud. With a 3D printer. That's where we're going. That's the crazy part. Like, you talk about conspiracy theories and nuttiness. This is real stuff. Okay? So that they can end starvation once and for all, The idea is to take different kinds of proteins and vitamins and minerals and put them in the edible like cellulose, like they use for sausage casings or McDonald's milk shakes. Cellulose, which you can eat, pumping like liquid cellulose, pumping vitamins and minerals and proteins into it, and then having different flavor packets, and then putting it in 3D printers so that if you want to eat, you just 3D print a steak, use the steak flavor packet, and it 3D prints you a steak, and you just eat that. They want to replace food with that. And that's the future world that they're trying to build to, so that no one will have to worry about farming or, whatever crops and growing and all. It's crazy. They want to 3D print organs for people, which is where I came up with the idea. The conspiracy theory that I want to spread. I want you guys to help me spread the conspiracy theory that the government has been secretly 3D printing brains and testing them out by implanting them into people without them knowing. And those people are sovereign citizens and frauditors. And that's where they came from. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Oh. I could live on an island with fish and wild boar. Listen, there is a lot to be said for living off the land. Right? Being able to live in that type of a situation would actually be kind of cool. Like it'd be a lot of hard work. I understand that, but it'd be worth it. Like working hard to live is worth something. It's good. And it keeps you healthy because you're getting exercise. I like that idea. But that's not what these people want. See, that's the problem. I was watching this idiot yesterday, sovereign citizen, pitching his sovereign citizen ideas. And I responded to him in his chat and I said, hey, you got headphones on in this video. You're wearing clothes. You obviously eat. You obviously got internet access. You're obviously in a building. How did you get all those things? Did you use legal tender? Federal Reserve notes? Well, then shut up. That car is my own personal private conveyance. Oh, really? How did you get it? Did you pay for it? With American money, with Federal Reserve notes, with dollars? Or did you steal it? If you stole it, you're going to jail. If you didn't, then you paid for it. If you paid for it, then you're using the system that you supposedly say doesn't exist. Go live in the woods. You can survive. You could eat deer. You could eat rabbits. You could eat squirrels. You could grow some of your own food there. There's trees out there. You could grow apples. You could grow grapes. You could grow tomatoes, cucumbers, whatever you want. Corn. Go ahead. Go to Montana or somewhere, where there's not a heavy population and there's plenty of good soil. And just build yourself a little cabin in the woods and just live there. No laws, no rules. Nobody will bother you. You won't have to worry about nothing. You won't have to worry about anything. No, they're not going to do. Yeah, Leland. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for them to eat squirrels. I'm just saying they could. They had to. I don't want them to eat skunks because they got those nasty stink bags on them. I got to show you guys. No, never mind. Maybe next time. Let's get back to the video. I love you guys so much.
That's fine.
Where's your ID at, sir? I don't answer questions. And no, you don't have the right to search my property. All right. Why don't you give me a court date? I'll show the judge. Since you won't get your supervisor, he's your boss.
You're kind of jogging my memory.
Yeah, no shit. You remember shit. You don't remember shit. Business.
Okay, so here's how this can go. There's two routes. You don't have to escalate. He can give you a court date for a ticket for improper display. You got no tag. Show your true ID. Now, if you continue to escalate this and not ID
Under
yourself,
duress.
you will
All of it's under
okay,
duress.
That's fine. You can put that on the ticket. You can sign that.
Damn
okay?
right.
However, if you don't want to identify yourself, we will just take you to jail.
The Southside put up USC Title 18, Sections 241 and 242. Section 241 makes it unlawful for two or more persons to agree to injure or intimidate a person in the United States in the free exercise or enjoyment of any right or privilege secured by the Constitution or laws of the United States, or because of his or her having exercised such right. Section 242 of Title 18 makes it a crime for a person acting under color of any law to willfully deprive a person of a right or privilege protected by the Constitution or laws of the United States. While the law that requires everyone to have a valid driver's license and valid license plates is not in the Constitution, the 10th Amendment is, which states, "The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people." That means he is wrong, and neither of those statutes that he put up are applicable to him or the current situation. Or, in other words,
You lose. Good day, sir.
It's a law. If you get pulled over
You know
for
what is
probable cause,
funny to me?
you go to jail for not
It's
identifying.
also, first of all,
I didn't make the law.
not a violent person.
Okay, that's fine.
I would never try to hurt you.
That's fine. We don't want to escalate this, man. We understand you're upset. Okay, he's doing his job.
What
He
is
pulled
his
you over.
job? What the f is your job? Why don't you go find a criminal, man? Why don't you do your go find a guy who raped somebody or hurt a kid? You're with me. I ain't got no money. I'm gonna go give you $60 to drive my personal property.
I understand you're
Happy
upset.
New Year.
What's your name?
And there you go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Proof positive from the horse's mouth. It's all about money. It's not about rights. It's not about freedom. It's about money. I don't want to spend $60. That's all. He just doesn't want to spend $60. I want to show you guys something real quick. I found this yesterday, hanging out on my windowsill. All right, girls, get ready. This is going to be. I'm going to show you what I found hanging out. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. I want to go. Come on, we'll go. There you go. Look at that. Look at that mug on that thing, huh? Can you believe that thing was in my house? I almost had a heart attack trying to catch it. Look at him cleaning his fangs. I was wondering if I should post a video of this video as a kind of like a nature thing. I don't know. Look at how big his fangs are, man. Can you imagine if that thing would have bit me? Can it? Does anyone know what that is? Is that thing poisonous? Should I have killed it? I don't know, man. I still got him. I still got him. But it would take you 3 minutes to find my. He won't hurt you. Oh, Florida Jim. See, I'm in Florida, so maybe you're right. A crab, a spider. Oh man, he turned his plates in because his car won't pass inspection. Ooh, that's huge. I'm never moving to Florida. Sorry. Yeah, the bugs I've seen since I've been here, like when I was up north, the worst thing I ever saw was ticks. That was it. Looks like he's challenging you to a fight. That's what I thought when I was watching him, like cleaning his jaws. I'm like, oh man, I think he's ready to fight. he's ready, man. Woo wee. Tell you that boy's something else. Anyway, guys, let me see. There was one other video I wanted to show today, and that is Unclean Hands. Yes, it's called Animal Farm Meets 1A Frauditing. It's from yesterday. It's from Unclean Hands, and we're gonna watch that. I'm from the Chicago area. So am I. And in Chicago, hey, Tesla Bitten Radio, what's up? Venomous, but not poisonous. Flush it. Surf's up. William Grabber says. Yeah, I'm from Chicago area. I'm from Chicago. I grew up in the city. And out there, the worst thing I ever saw in Chicago was freaking mosquitoes. That's it. Bugs were, depending what neighborhood you get your cockroaches and stuff. But rats. I saw more rats in Chicago in the city than anything else. But then I went up to Wisconsin and it was ticks that you had to worry about. I did see a nice big praying mantis was hanging out at my house in Wisconsin. That was pretty cool. But those guys are just cool. They hurt other bugs, but they don't hurt people. So that was cool. Anyway, back to this new unclean hands video. Yay, unclean hands. Yay, all right, all right. Here you go.
Good morning, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way in or out the door. Subscribe, tell your friends about it, whatever. Anyway, today we got a bunch of rejects. They're all dressed up in their little costumes. Kind of like a mix between an S&M rally and I don't really know what it is. Little stuffed animals and tutus and there's a whole pack of auditors take over a whole town. I mean, just out there protecting our freedoms left and right. It's so ridiculous. You just got to see it. It's an old video. The guy's channel has been deleted. Actually, it hasn't been deleted. It's just been dormant for 2 years. He just kind of disappeared with it. Anyway, he called his channel, what was it? Not Now, Maybe Later. That was the name of his channel. Brilliant name. Anyway, let's get on with the video.
Hey, why don't you go somewhere else? Make me. Fuck the cop. Make me.
I mean, come on, look at this freaking clown. Who's going to take this guy seriously? Got his little camera phone, his little chicken outfit on, whatever the hell that is he's wearing. Unbelievably stupid.
Hey. Sideways makes a 16.9 aspect ratio. I love it. Thank you. You got a whole sequence going. I love it. Where are you going?
Okay, real quick, I want to make one thing absolutely clear. I am not. Hey, Sandy G61, what's up? Good to see you. No, that's not you. That's Leland Squirrels. What's up, Leland? Love you. Morning, Sandy G61. Yay, morning all. Okay. I am an advocate for having a couple spiders in your house. I know and I understand that spiders eat bugs. Spiders aren't technically insects, they're arachnids. And they eat bugs. And I don't like bugs. Bugs can be dangerous. So having a couple spiders in your house is nice. But you guys don't understand. This thing wasn't a spider. This was a creature from the depths of Hades that was big enough to eat me. And I didn't kill him though. I didn't kill him, but I did catch him and he is in a jar right now as we speak. I'm just trying to decide if I should just throw him back in the grass or if he's poisonous, he's going to come back and bite me and I'm going to get one of those spider bites that you see on the news where the guy's arm falls off and stuff like, I don't know, man, because I'm not used to these big, crazy Florida bugs. You don't understand. I'm from Chicago. Like I said, the worst bugs I'm used to seeing are mosquitoes and maybe ticks. Throw him back. He's not going to hurt you. All right. Okay. We keep spiders around for that reason. Yeah, exactly. They eat bugs. They eat bugs. All right. Anyway, back to it.
Yeah, just walking around in what looks like some kind of a little tourist town, screaming at people, calling them bootlickers. He actually called this channel Bootlicker Beats Cops, but ends up getting owned, which doesn't happen. The bootlicker doesn't get owned. Anyway, you'll see.
No, it's not. Yeah, this is actually our sidewalk. Yeah, this is actually our sidewalk. You only own enough you're in, bitch.
Here's what I want you to do, folks. I want you to imagine yourself dressing up in some kid's costume as a 40, 45-year-old man traveling with a pack of 5 or 6 idiots just like you, going downtown, getting in front of stores and screaming at store owners, calling them effing B's, and I cut out a lot of swearing, so you're not going to hear it. But it's just, can you just put yourself in that situation and let me know what would drive you to act like such a clown? I just don't get it.
She says they own the sidewalk. Oh, the sidewalk? Please, what? How do you own the sidewalk? Did you build it? Building you're renting. Did you build the sidewalk?
Did you build a sidewalk? Did you pay for the sidewalk? Did you pay somebody to build a sidewalk? It's not your sidewalk, it's my sidewalk.
This is and I'm sure I won't be arrested for it. She owns the sidewalk. Oh, I mean, Ringo Child. Climb the tree. Somebody climb the tree. Does she own the tree? Useless. I'll leave. Sorry. Hey.
Well, I have no.
Okay, wait a minute, real quick. That just reminded me of a song I wrote a long time ago. Hold on. Hello. All right. Let's see. Where was the musical notes? Oh, here we go. Yeah, this reminded me of a song I wrote years ago. Iron Man does whatever an iron can. Press your pants any size. Nice neat crease for your thighs. Look out. Here comes the Iron Man.
Attention on sitting there and watching these morons go through all this little childhood second coming or whatever the hell is going on with them. I'm going to move ahead to a couple of confrontations here.
It's justice that we see. Fuck police! And you fuck police! Oh, she sniffed it before the
I really can't take much more of this. It's like a stunting channel or something. They're just going around pulling stunts, trying to get a bunch of clicks and views. And I can imagine, I can see why their channel got they're done. They probably ended up in jail. Probably half of them did. That's all they do is go around and harass people in front of their businesses and scream and holler at pedestrians walking by and going by. It's just the stupidest thing I've ever seen. So I imagine this guy's got a little bit of a criminal record on him. I think I'll continue the narration here. Look at me. I got my little blue bear outfit on, and look at me. I got my little tutu with my face all covered up, my little black face mask on, which is really, really politically correct. And here I am over here with my stretched out sideways camera pole, and here's the guy that doesn't like them.
Ironically, truckers always handle it correctly. That's not always handled the police situations correctly, but yeah, they did it right the first time I came up there. Okay.
Well, who could this guy in the pink outfit be? Could that be Eric Brandt from the days before he went to federal prison for 12 years for threatening judges? Could that possibly be Eric Brandt? It sure looks a lot like him. Anyway.
So yeah, make sure everybody knows that. Right? Yeah. Don't all do it like these small kids over there. Reading the signs that say fuck the cops. So can they read? Well, I mean, they'll end up doing it one day. Otherwise, population will just die out.
Well, the cops don't care. You guys got railed in the fucking face right now. Would you call the cops? Actually, no, I'll rail you back.
Yeah. Yeah, we take care of it ourselves.
Is that what we should do?
Yeah.
Maybe if we just turn it that way, so my kids don't have to hear that. This is make you friendly.
This is America. It's not Korea. This ain't Korea. Yeah, this is America. America!
Say what I'm saying right now. That's right. My kids don't have to listen to that shit.
Why
don't you somewhere else?
Make me.
Fuck the cops.
Make me.
Okay, that is definitely Eric Brandt, and that's definitely his crew. There's like 6 of them, and this guy's going to say, go ahead, make me. That's why I travel with 6 or 7 people, because I'm a pussy in real life, and I would never dare to do this on my own. But when I got 6 guys with me, I'm a big old tough guy.
I'd love to sue your ass. Come on and do it. Sue me? For what? Assault. Assault? You have to call the police department. No, I just got to call a lawyer. I got it on camera. Don't need the police.
Right? We'll put your ass in jail. And let's see how much you support.
You don't love America, do you? Are you a freedom hater? Are you a freedom hater?
We'll put your
He
ass
is
in
cute.
jail. We'll have the cops take
He
your
is-
ass to jail. Go ahead, make a move.
He has 15,000 people watching. Hey, man, you touch me. Don't touch me again, buddy.
You're just running your mouth.
Don't touch me again.
See, and obviously Eric Brandt, it is Eric Brandt, and he is well, that's why he's in prison right now, because he's a real doo-doo head face, ass crack sandwich, butterbrain douche canoe. But that's another thing about these guys that I don't get. And the same thing, I mean, somebody who supports these idiots, explain to me why, if somebody says, hey, will you please not swear in front of my kids, you're going to argue with them about your First Amendment. Like, why can't you just understand that he's a human being and doesn't want you being vile in front of his children? How could you not understand that? They can't. Exactly. They can't understand anything because, like I said, I want to make it a thing. I'm starting a new conspiracy theory. I invented it today on this stream. If you didn't hear it earlier, I'm going to say it again. I'm inventing a new conspiracy theory. I want you guys to help me spread it. It's a conspiracy theory that years ago, the government started experimenting with printing out 3D organs, and they started printing out 3D brains. And secretly, like, sneaking in and giving them to, and sticking them into people's skulls without their knowledge. Like, while they were asleep, they'd knock them out and stick a 3D printed brain in and replace their real brain with a 3D printed brain. And the result of that experiment was that's where sovereign citizens and frauditors come from. They're the people with the 3D printed brains. Oh.
Give me their name to camera. Matthew. Matthew.
My name's your last name. And I need what's your last name?
Information.
Post information. Tell me
Find him. Find me. They got. Oh, you see that? You touched it again.
You're a punk, dude.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad this guy didn't get too frisky. He definitely wasn't afraid of the 6 of them. He definitely wasn't. I'm glad he didn't get in any trouble and just decided to walk away.
Yeah.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Walk away.
Right.
Walk away.
Go to Korea with your bullshit, dude. Yeah.
Hey, make a move. We'll have the cops arrest your ass. We'll see how fucking hot you are.
I ain't calling nobody. I ain't calling nobody.
We're called an hour ago.
I'm gonna show you this can of bear mace.
Say it again.
Cops.
Say it again.
Fuck.
Five of you and one of me, you think I give a fuck? Then walk away. Then walk away. I ain't trying to fight you. Go ahead and make a move. I ain't trying to fight you. Make a move.
Well, that went south real fast. Don't worry, these other 5 will gang up on this guy and kind of back him up. They're not going to hurt him. They won't hurt him at all, but he'll end up walking away after a while.
Hey! There are babies and children trying to walk right here.
Yeah, he struck multiple people, y'all. He struck multiple people.
Hey, if you don't want to mess with this fact, I will fuck you up. You didn't say anything. You said, fuck now you know. Bitch. Yeah. Now you know, bitch.
Get the trouble. Pike's got it.
I'm going to ask him about the crime, but I believe he is.
Yeah, the first guy got floored. Then two of them went after this guy, and he kind of held him off. And then that's pretty much the end of that. But I can't show a lot of that because YouTube, they get real uptight about it.
I'm trying to guess what he said. I didn't know what he actually said.
You didn't fucking dumbass. Fuck you, bitch.
So now that things have calmed down, is Eric Branton a little tutu thing, trying to talk like an intelligent human being, which is impossible. But there's only one more incident I'm going to show, and this is where an old lady approaches him with her son, or I don't know who he is. Anyway, let's check that out.
I'm a libertarian. You guys do what you want to do. Oh, I don't have very many cards on me today. I left the rest of them.
No.
I don't like bad cops.
If something happens to you, you don't want the cops to come.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I would want cops to come help me,
No.
right? But
Good luck.
I would end up being the one killed if somebody called the police.
You're wrong.
Hey, you're wrong.
Sometimes I forget how just disgusting these people are. Absolute rubbish. Absolute garbage. No time for them. I cut a lot of the video out. It was a lot of cussing. I mean, just every other word. So I cut chunks of the video out. It's Jesus Christ. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. You'll have a great day. I got to go recover for a while. Love y'all. Bye.
And that's the thing too. Like, the idea, like this guy went hands on, and that's what I've been saying more and more and more. Right? You're protesting the cops. Okay. So why are you getting into altercations with people on the street? If your goal is to protest the police, what does a group of people on the street corner, including many children, and the parents asking you not to use vile, vicious, foul language in front of their kids, have to do with you protesting the cops? Why do all of these frauditors always turn everything on the general public? And that's why more and more and more and more, we're beginning to see the general public going hands on. Again, it isn't necessarily technically about condoning violence, but it is about FAFO, right? F around, F find out. Like, you act that way all the time to all these people, eventually someone's going to go hands on. You going to get these hands. That's it. And especially when you're asking for it. These guys, even in this video we just watched, they're always asking for it. Come on, coward. Come on, pussy. Come on, do something. Do something. Okay. Well, he did something. You asked for it. Now you have a problem with it? Oh, he went hands on. Oh, he
touched me. He touched my camera. That's assault. He did exactly what I asked him to do. Yeah.
So, like, you call someone a pussy, and then they prove to you that they're not, and then you're going to cry and scream and complain to the cops and say that they assaulted you. So who's the coward? Who's the pussy? Who's the bitch? It's always the frauditor. I've never seen any of these frauditors ever do anything other than pepper spray people that came after them, including old ladies, old men, especially old ladies. They love to pepper spray old ladies. That's one of their favorite pastimes. So they're going after old ladies, they're going after old men. Somebody actually does something, they pepper spray them. I've never seen any of these guys actually defend themselves like a man. And the one time someone got an opportunity to legally throw hands, Chili de Castro, had it all set up, sanctioned, got all the papers signed, everything ready to go, he chickened out. These guys are the cowards. They love, that's the protection. They love, and the hypocrisy, they love to call everyone else cowards. They love to call everyone else pussies. But if anyone actually stands up to them, they're going to pepper spray them. Or they're going to call the cops on them. And if they want to actually fight, they're not going to do it. Yes, their actions should have consequences. A good old-fashioned ass whooping. That's the point that I've tried to make so many times. There are no laws stopping people from doing this sort of thing. Technically, legally, you could stand on the corner and in front of little children yell F you. But a decent human being would not choose to do that. A decent human being would not make the choice to do that in the first place. So these people that are doing that, how come there's no laws against that then? Well, they never needed to make laws against that because nobody would ever do that. And if they did, they'd take a beating for it. In the old days, that dude, well, he did it. He did attack them. He did fight them. In the old days, people didn't act the way these people act because they'd get their ass beat if they acted like that. But now that they hide behind their cameras and they hide behind their pepper spray and they hide behind their tasers, now all of a sudden they can get away with whatever they want. And they know there's no consequences because if they get arrested, their fans will pay their bail. All right. So they're just spreading evil. They're spreading hate. And the fact that these guys think it's appropriate to talk that way in front of children, the fact that Chili DeCastro, we've seen so many videos of him going after kids. Just recently, there's that one started going around where he goes up to those teenagers. How come you're not filming these cops? How come you're not filming these cops? What the hell's wrong with you kids these days? How come you're not filming the cops? Because screw you. Who the hell are you to tell me what to do with my camera? The cop ain't doing nothing wrong. The cop ain't doing nothing wrong. The cop isn't doing anything wrong. That's the problem. The whole idea of filming the police is to prevent certain types of situations like the ones that we've seen from happening. But that's why more and more police are starting to wear body cameras so that there is video footage of these situations. But if you're standing on the street corner filming the police station, those aren't police beating someone and you caught it on video. There's just random police walking around. A police officer pulls someone over and writes them a ticket for speeding. Why are you filming it? What are you uncovering? What are you protecting the person from? Himself for being an idiot and speeding too much? Why aren't you trying to teach these people to slow down? No, you're trying to teach the cops not to pull them over in the first place. Oh, these guys all need a good beating. Let's see. The Second Amendment no longer means a means of self-defense. It all means that those who can afford it are able to collect weapons as toys, because these days you can't even touch another person. And yeah, exactly. Let's see. Frauditor, Chili, Alpha Male thought male tough, Alpha Male tough, but when he got asked, South Park Cartman and Kyle slap Cartman. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yes, there's that. Come on. In fact, I used that clip in one of my videos, making fun of these idiots. Cartman's like, come on, Kyle, let's go. So Kyle just gives him a little smack, and he's like,
Oh no! And he's crying
and crying. Oh my goodness gracious me. Let's see. It can be used in Missouri for self-defense. We have the castle doctrine. You stand your ground. That's right. Riding a pony doesn't count, David. Yes, that. Wah! Wah! They always cry. Yeah. They hate getting their comeuppance. But I love watching it. And nothing I like better than seeing them get what they deserve. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's show. Thank you guys all for joining me so much. Love you guys. Love seeing you. Thank you for all the support. Glad to have you all here. make sure you join me tomorrow. And don't forget on Saturday, my guest on the Hez and FNN Presents show, we are going to have Tones Overthinks It is going to be our guest. Thank you, everyone, so very much. Love you guys. And like the Elvis Snow always says, yeah, I'm all shook up.